Welcome to the Recipe Entertainment Podcast. I am your host, Red, and today is Future Game Show. And before we even get to that, let's watch this real quick because I ain't watch it yet, and Xbox just dropped this, and why not? Why not start with a new announcement? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me actually turn the volume up real quick. All right, let me throw this back.
Vision around Xbox is really
This is the announcement of the ROG Ally X.
Playing on multiple devices, people playing anywhere.
We know what players want. They want to game on their own terms.
This was a #1 request from our fans. We're working in close partnership with Asus.
The #1 request?
Called the Xbox Ally and the Xbox Ally X.
The best game library on the go basically changes everything.
Are those the actual games running on the ROG Ally X, or just footage of the games that are obviously playable?
And take it with me on a portable device.
Big question a lot of players have.
I'm gonna be generous and say, well, yeah, that's actually on it. You know, I'm gonna be generous to say, yeah, these are, you know, clips captured from it. Oh yeah, the Doom already let me know, 100%. This is all ROG Ally X footage. Once I played Doom on everything, so I know that was definitely under, you know, what I've played it
As
on.
frame rates rise and fall, variable refresh rate or VRR will deliver a consistent and fluid visual experience. Players
Variable
can further
refresh rate
fine-tune a variety of device settings in the
to
command center, from optimizing battery
you know,
life
to the rescue again.
The Asus Armory Crate has 3 distinctive settings that are really great. There's the silent mode, where these dark gaming sessions you will have. There is a performance mode, so your battery life is
So
optimized.
performance is
And
different
of
from
course,
silent.
top performance factor
So it's
is
silent like
turbo mode.
gonna run the games like super bad or something like that? Because I'm just wondering, like,
handheld. It's less about stripping games down.
listen, I like the
More about
options of it all, right? It's like
ensuring
they
playing on handheld is as easy and effortless
being
as
transparent about it. We know these
games that
handheld
run at 30 frames per
PCs.
second or above will get a should perform well on this device tag. Games that hit 60 frames per second or above will carry a should perform great on this device tag.
Should perform well, should
Games
perform
that
great
haven't
on
been
this
tested
device.
yet will have a performance
Oh
check
man, I got a lot to say about that. Like I know people go, because I already know how gamers work, yo. They're gonna look at should. But honestly, I like the transparency. I like the honesty of it all. Like,
So one example is
you know,
making sure that
you
it's
got
working
handhelds, consoles out there where you don't know what's going on.
as intended.
Games just drop, you just gotta take the gamble. Games can run like crap under, you know, 4K and all that, and it's just like, yeah, the game just exists there. You know nothing. At least you're getting something. Oh, okay, the on-screen keyboard. I mean, this is all stuff that I expected to be there. Handheld optimized. So if it has a keyboard and things like that. I mean, yeah, that makes sense because it's just way better to get around. See, Hollow Knight there. The release date for the thing is October 16th. We still don't got a price for it. But seeing as today, the PlayStation price just went up, followed, you know, Nintendo and Xbox and all that. Let me not say follow. They've been up in the price the whole generation, PlayStation, more than anyone else worldwide. But yeah, they did it here in North America. Listen, it is what it is. It just makes you wonder what is the price of a, you know, next generation console going to cost.
Unified game library and how it can bring your entire game collection together.
And he recently downloaded and played games from other PC game stores, from Battle.net, the Epic Game Store, Ubisoft.
Listen, it's clean looking. You got everything right
The
there.
Xbox app automatically finds them and will show them in your game library. And right on the Xbox.
I literally used
under
4
most
out of
recent
those
play.
there.
My most recently used game should be something that sticks with me everywhere I go, creating a unified user experience.
You're going to see games you've played on Xbox. If it's a PC native game, you're going to be able to play it right there. If it's a console only game, you're going to be able to stream it from the cloud. If you're
Makes
done
perfect
with
sense. If it's a console only game,
from your
you'll be able to
console
stream it.
downstairs.
If it's available on PC, which most of Xbox catalog of games is available on PC at this point. A lot of them play anywhere and all that. Yeah, you good. So it's like you get the cloud, you get the native, the options. The point is you get to your games. And that's before eventually, you know, they do the whole natively play your console games. Oh, that was perfect. I ain't even touched nothing. Let me just make sure it's all the way live. Yeah. 4K and all that. Yeah. All right, we're good. Listen, I personally don't want a ROG Ally, but it's, you know, a cool device to have. Obviously, it plays video games. Actually, let me do something right now. I know I got this whole graphic up, but I actually want to highlight the game that I'm mostly looking forward to seeing today, because why not? Hell yeah. It's Darren Boy.
Please welcome your hosts, David Hayter
and Maggie Robertson. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Future Game Show at Gamescom. I'm David Hayter, the voice of Solid.
That's Solid Snake right there. And that's the lady from Resident Evil.
And I'm Maggie Robertson. Though you may know me best as Orin, I Can Fix It.
Maggie Robertson. That's the first time I see her name.
Internet's favorite tall vampire lady, Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
I think it's Lady Dimitrescu.
Don't you dare correct her.
Today,
She is the character.
We've got a packed itinerary full of world premieres, developer deep dives, demo drops, and so much more.
Well, you got that right. Just keep in mind that if anything catches your eye, you'll be
I feel like Snake should have had a gray suit on, just like she got a suit on, just to match. But you know, the gray to match his Snake.
Follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, I think that's all the bases covered.
It's crazy because she's tall. Like, she could play that same character in the movie if they ever made a direct, you know, like,
world premiere
movie of that game. What, 7 is the one that she was actually a part of, right?
Peggy 16.
Peggy 16. 1965. King Kong was found. What is this? What is this? Yesterday was World of Tanks. Today's gonna be goddamn. What is this? World of War. I don't know. Bang. I mean, it looks cool. Hell Let Loose Vietnam.
Surprise! Hell Let Loose Vietnam is a brand new tactical shooter from the team behind, well, Hell Let Loose. It's coming to PC,
Tactical
PlayStation,
shooter.
and Xbox in 2026.
We are starting as we mean to go on. And, oh, David, I just realized you're still...
I mean, it's good to come to the market with something different, because it's like, don't try to, I mean, step on. I mean, it's different enough.
You should be able to find me throughout the show.
Especially compared to what Call of Duty's doing right now. And even Battlefield.
Specifically, we've got a closer look at Edge of Memories, a JRPG with intense real-time combat. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Edge of Memories.
We have looked into your past and have seen nothing but darkness.
What I was saying yesterday about the anime art styles. I think it was Comic Book Crunch also saying it too. Like, yo, it just looks like you're playing a cartoon nowadays. I'm like, basically, animated games got to basically what you would consider, you know, the photorealistic for like the realistic looking games. Like it reached it before photorealistic games did. And I mean, you could say like obviously now that would have been the case. It's harder to, you know, do real life. But still, it's just awesome though to see it. If anything you can say about like these generations of game graphics is like everything animated basically reached its peak potential. And I know there's still, you know, higher heights that the games could go. But when you talk 2D to 3D, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and Xbox in 2026. Add it to your wish list.
It's
Stay up
just
to date on the road to launch.
All right, let's check in with Den of
just
Wolves,
beauty
a
after
cyberpunk
beauty
shooter
after
where you and your
beauty
friends engage
when it
in
comes
little
to these events. Beautiful art styles all the time.
Let's see it.
Why does this look like the Control world? Oh wait, is that game? What is it called? Nah, Bragg. Oh, I don't even remember the name of that damn game. That's Den of Wolves. It look cool.
Den of Wolves is bringing its techno thrills to PC soon, so stick it on your wish list.
Oh, it's a PC soon.
Right stick flicks at the ready, folks, because our friends at Full Circle are here to tell us more about Skate Full Stop, or Skate 4, I guess. I'm not so sure.
Let's just go with Skate.
The last time we saw Skate, it was the whole community thing that they talked about. This dude was running on the wall. Let's see what they talk about today.
Creative director on Skate. I'm Jeff Seamster. I'm the head of creative at Full Circle.
Because remember, Skate, the wait for like this game felt super long too because they announced it before they even started working on it.
In a large-scale
Before they did anything, they announced it.
you know and love about Skate, we'll be happening
Damn.
alongside
Which is probably the worst thing you could do.
thousands, millions of other players.
We're excited to talk about today. I'm excited to talk about this game forever. I'm excited to talk about the systems in the depth of the skateboarding gameplay forever. Two of the biggest new systems in the game are slappies and wallies. If you're a new player and you run into a curb, instead of falling, you now transition into a grind. If you're an expert player and you know what a slappy is, you can now get into a slappy and you can like rotate into different grind positions. It just opens up a brand
That's
new
cool though that they made the experience,
to a wall, or if you ollie
you know, still accessible for new players or players who trash.
you can use intentionally to wally off of a thing, get into another trick, or
Do trying to 100% those stages and Tony Hawk 3 and 4 been ridiculous. I haven't 100% of any of them. I just get enough to get to the next stage. I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna move on to the next level.
The game's out, you know, talk to you about what you're doing in the game that's been released. Whereas we brought in a player council, and we talked to them about like, hey, this is the idea, this is where we think we would like to go. But they were the first ones that got to play the game 2.5 years ago. That conversation is so much deeper and broader than it's ever been. There's a verticality that's different in the game now. It isn't just about footprint. In Skate 1, you couldn't get off your board. In Skate 2, you could walk around. Skate 3, the walking around got a little bit better.
I like being able to walk around. Like I play Wheel World, and I like being able to just, you know, hop off the bike, walk around. And you basically have to in order to talk to people, if I'm not mistaken. But it's still a cool feature to have.
I'll leave you with one last thing anecdotally.
It's not like you could put your bike down and just, you know, walk away from it. But at least you could hop off the side and then just walk regular, adjust yourself. That game just plays really well, control-wise.
This franchise is why I started skateboarding. Like Tyshawn Jones, who's like multiple skater of the year, started skating because of this game. There are 3 or 4 tricks that did not exist until we came up with the mapping for our control scheme. No one had done them. Mike Carroll did the very first Nollie 360 inward heel flip ever. Chris Haslam did the first 360 hard flip ever.
That's crazy. He's saying the game basically dictated the real-life moves.
We are very excited for people to see like the continued visual
Damn.
and gameplay. And
Nice
activity
dummy
and
physics,
development
though.
that is happening, you know, already in our playtest, so there's quite a bit more to come there. We are really looking forward to skating alongside you.
Ooh,
Sandman coming up
caught the
on
tip.
PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. Add us to your wish list while you're there. Really helps us to hear from you, and you'll get updates as they come out. And speaking of updates, we've got a really big one coming.
Switch
your way.
2?
It's one you've been waiting for a long time, so stay tuned with us next week.
No Switch 2, right? They said even the last generation consoles, Xbox One and PS4, so that should give hope for a Switch 2 version, inevitably. They probably don't got development kits, let's be honest.
You know, back in my day, I remember Solid Snake flipping and popping his way around the big shell. Good times.
Yeah. With all due respect, David, you sound like old Snake right now.
Damn. Big boss.
And while I recover from that microwave hallway level burn, Here's another world premiere.
But it's cool to have the host, you know what I mean, be Snake and a character from Resident Evil. Like, it's always cool that Future Game Show always does that. I feel like they bring awareness to the actual actors from our games.
God, hear my vow. Mother, you have given me the courage to be myself. Guide my steps on this forlorn journey. Father,
Damn.
you have taught me honor and respect. Watch upon me now. Let my sword.
This game came through to say, yo, what you were saying about realistic games?
Those that I have.
Listen, I think the visual leaps of the generation is undersold a lot by gamers.
You are all that is left to me.
But it's all good.
I shall save you. This I vow.
1348.
That was your first look at 1348 Ex Voto, an odyssey of honor and justice across 14th century Italy. It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
It looks cool. If you like stuff like
Now we're checking in with a series
you
that
know,
is near and dear to my heart. Yes, that one. Here's an exclusive interview
Plague
with the
Tale.
team behind
That looks like it's right up
Resident Evil.
that, you know, genre's alley. Let's just say that. Uh-oh. You made mad noise. Mm.
ゲームショーご覧の皆様こんにちは。レジデントイービルレクイエムプロデューサーの
It's crazy that you can see the character model reflection and everything, but these games, they don't just allow you to go from third person to first person, right? Which I feel like at this point they just should. For those who want that, oh, you love Resident Evil 7 style, you can play it like that. You like Resident Evil, the remake style, you can play it like that. Look at this room, bro. Again, graphics, man. Oh my God. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Did you see that?
Oh, what the hell was that thing?
What the hell was that?
廃墟と化したラクーンシティが登場するこのストーリーを描くにあたっては
That was insanity.
因縁を持ったキャラクターがふさわしいと考え、ラクーン事件の生還者を母に持つグレースを登場させることになりました。本作のゲームプレイでは一人称視点と三人称視点を自由に切り替えることができます。没入感のあるゲーム体験が好きな方は一人称視点で、プレイヤーのアクションをしっかり見たいという方は三人称視点で。
So I guess you could then.
皆さんは一人称視点と三人称視点どちらで遊びますか？一人称視点ではより進化した光と影の表現での没入感が楽しめますし、三人称視点ではグレースが
So you could mix it up. That's cool.
転んだりするアクションなども見て楽しめるようになりました。本作でもたくさんの恐怖、脅威が待ち受けています。サバイバルホラーというゲームの性質上、グレースが立ち向かうクリーチャーの正体をここでお話しすることはできませんが、未知の脅威から生き残るゲーム体験を楽しんでいただけると嬉しいです。
Why are you still touching that shit? Bro. Yo, they didn't even try to pretend to like. Listen, we just gonna do the scariest shit we could do. Just a giant creature just start pulling the body.
各種 SNS のアカウントのフォローもお願いします。ご視聴ありがとうございました。
My goodness, that game looks horrifying, bro. Like super scary.
Wish lists at the ready because Resident Evil Requiem is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on February 27, 2026.
And I genuinely cannot wait. But don't stop typing CapGod into the chat just yet, because while we're on the subject, here's a little extra something for the fans.
Again with these goddamn random hands coming out of nowhere. Resident Evil? Collaboration.
Jill Valentine is joining the fight in Goddess of Victory Nikkei as part of an official collaboration with Resident Evil. Stay tuned for updates on the upcoming in-game events. All right, what's up next, Maggie?
We're digging into the cryptic atmosphere of Hell Is Us, an open-world adventure game where you use your instincts to explore a supernatural world.
Okay, let's go.
I was born here, but I grew up on the outside. I spent years trying to get in. Why come back? I had to find my parents and confront them about the past. Whatever
What
was
the hell?
happening here, I was now part of it. We failed to stop.
Was that him like ahead in time? It looked like him who picked up the sword.
I didn't. All I remembered was that my father was the village blacksmith. There, I felt a connection to this country, to Hadia. You pissed off the wrong people.
I want to piece together whatever is happening here, and you want to stop it.
It became my burden.
Why do all these shots look super high quality, but the 2 seconds of gameplay they showed look super rough? All right, right there looks better.
Let's continue.
Hell Is Us.
Hell Is Us is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on September 4th.
All right, so fans of the broadcast will know that in the run-up to each Future Games show, our team puts together a trio of exclusive deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games.
That's right. We call these sections our ones to watch because they cover games that deserve to be watched. And with that in mind, here's Rebel Wolves to tell you more about The Blood of Dawnwalker, the studio's dark fantasy vampire RPG.
Vampires? Say no more. Still got it.
I know she joking, but deadass, that was pretty damn good.
Hello everyone, my name is Konrad Tomaszkiewicz and I'm game director on The Blood of Dawnwalker here at Rebel Wolves.
Oh yeah, the vampire
Dawnwalker is
dude.
a dark fantasy action RPG set in 14th century Europe. It's an open world story-driven game which serves as the first chapter of our original saga.
For this project we created a new type of protagonist. You play as Cohen, a Dawnwalker.
Doesn't he
He's a human
transform into
during the
something?
day with all of our human vulnerabilities. But for the night, he transforms into a vampire, gaining supernatural powers. This creates a unique gameplay dynamic. We call it a dual gameplay loop.
Oh, no, he just
And for the
teleports.
players, we find it quite refreshing.
Maybe I was thinking Crimson Desert, the way the dude just transforms into that like
Cohen's main
mist,
goal in the game is to
you know, whatever the hell he turns into and flies around.
a vampire lord that currently rules over the valley. He has only 30 days and nights to achieve this goal. And what happens if he runs out of time? Well, it surely doesn't.
That looks awesome.
His family may suffer some consequences, but we will let the players discover what exactly happens in this scenario.
Wait, are you Mihai?
Each quest moves the time forward, and it's entirely up to you to decide how you want to spend this resource. You have to manage it and face the consequences of your choices.
Yo, the way they dodge you.
Consequences in our game have 3 layers. The first is quite traditional, similar to other RPGs. You make choice and then deal with the consequences. The second layer ties into our dual gameplay loop. Day and night often presents different choices. And finally, not making a choice is also a choice. You can simply choose not to act, and the world will respond in ways that are often hard to predict.
So you could just talk to probably everybody.
At first, but don't worry. First of all, you will always know upfront how much time given activity is going to take. And secondly, there is no need to rush, as exploration in our game doesn't consume time at all.
You have only one goal in front of you, and everything else is optional. We give you the pieces, but it's up to you how you put them together. The story follows your lead, wherever you take it.
It is even possible to storm Brancy's castle right away, but of course at this point it would be extremely difficult. So instead, we encourage you to
So this dude is like Blade here, Daywalker.
Find allies and level coin up to make the task at hand easier. Everything in our game stems from the duality of our protagonist, including the combat, of course. During the day, when he is a human, he is able to fight with a sword and use dark magic, which is carved on his body as runes.
We are drawing from various combat archetypes and creating something new. We built responsive directional combat that is intuitive.
But I see that they try to make it all decapitation. They try to make it look super real. The way they actually dodge you. Yo, took his leg.
After he turns into a vampire,
Jeez.
he becomes faster and stronger, gaining an ability to fight with his claws and teeth, and a few other vampiric powers.
One has different skills at his disposal, which not
So
only
you can
affect the
straight
combat,
claw your way
but
through
also
them?
the way how he explores the open world. Plane shift is one of his vampiric abilities that allows him to break the law of gravity and walk on the walls and ceilings.
That's
Another
sick.
example is Shadow Step, which allows Cohen to teleport.
That'll just make for a super fun exploration.
We can find unique ways to complete the quest. We are really grateful for your feedback, and we can't wait for 2026 when The Blood of Dawnwalker will release on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Sink my teeth, I mean, your teeth, into the Blood of Dawnwalker when it lands
That actually
on
look good.
PlayStation and Xbox in 2026. Now, here's a game we haven't seen.
And by the time it come out, it could even look better. Here we go. Here we go.
Platformer that we can all fawn over.
Fawn over. I see what you did there. Oh dear. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. It looks even better now than it did last year. This is my next Inside, my next Limbo, you know? The next adventure like a Somerville. I think that's literally where it happens in the game, the time jump. Remember, he gets bigger, yeah, and then starts glowing and all that. Just gorgeous. Come on now. Early 2026.
That was Deer and Boy.
The wait continues, but damn, that game looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let me.
Back-to-back trailers
With all the hype I got for that, I said.
You'll learn what it means to insult House Dimitrescu.
Let me now just represent the show. Yo, that game looks super beautiful.
It's 100% not.
When we founded Alaran, it was just an ordinary research outpost. We had no idea what lay ahead.
Home tree, literally right here.
Shipments from the capital shall cease.
Abandoned by the capital, we've faced isolation and starvation. Our explorations take
Listen, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna throw that trailer back.
lands below.
I have to. Just the style of it, the art of it. If I could have 50 games that look like this, capture these kind of vibes, I would love it. Because they're like endless runners, but they're puzzle games too. So I've always called them endless puzzlers. And even though they're not endless puzzle games, you know what I mean? It just, you know, captures both those different genres. But I love it so much because it's almost like playing a movie. But you're always in control of it. Look at the wolves, yo, the wolves. The hand back there. The soundtrack is amazing too. Your magical abilities. Obviously, you know, with age comes new ways to access higher places because the day is bigger. Damn boy. Dear God, that looks beautiful. Coming out on everything as it should. Oh, there's gonna be bike sections and all that.
That was Deer and Boy, which is launching on PC and console.
It's coming out on everything. All right, where we at? Still on that? No, we can't still be on that. Lost Lift. It's Sea of Thieves, but realistic. Damn. I mean, basically. Damn, the actual gunplay looks crazy good too. Oh! And zombies. Early access, man. I'm intrigued by what I'm seeing. So you got your squad with you. I mean, that's kind of badass. So it's like a tower defense game, but you the one sieging. That actually looked pretty damn cool. There's so many kind of damn video games out there.
Monsters are coming. Rock and Road is a tower survival game on wheels.
Rock and Roll. And it's a damn entire kingdom basically moving. Yo. Who thought of this shit? Like, I know you got the game right now with the damn whole land on top of the moving creatures and everything, but that's actually super unique.
At least I am. Either way, don't forget that you can find and wishlist every game featured today on the Future Game Show Steam page. Just search Future Game Show on Steam. Up next, we've got a new trailer for Dreams of Another, a profound pixel junk adventure that explores the concept of creative destruction.
From right there, already looks pretty though.
Where is Maggie? She's got the next line.
Kept you waiting, huh?
You're pretty good.
Yeah. Book me. I'm available. Please hire me. Stop it. Stop. No. I'm taller than you. I'm taller. I'm taller.
Dream of another.
今回ゲーム全体のディレクション、アート、サウンド、シナリオなどを手掛けました。私は今、私が住んでいる京都のシンボルの一つである鴨川に来ています。ここは私がリラックスする場所であり、ゲームのアイデアを考えるために時折訪れていた場所でもあります。本作では木や動
He did a Miyamoto, yo. He just took the location where he at. Said I'm tell a story in it basically. Like what if? Yeah, he's taking like the actual image of the world, the sound of the world. Smart. Especially if he uses it for like texture inspiration, color palette inspiration. He should have took the sound of footsteps and all that on grass, on the dirt, on the rocks. And this is the result.
Humans can't choose what they want to remember.
Sick. It's like a pretty version of what PlayStation 1 games looked like. You know what I mean? Like with that pixel art. Oh, that's right around the corner.
Why is it that human beings are so trapped by how free they are?
Dude is dreaming, and he's strapped in his dream. That's crazy.
Beauty is overflowing in this world.
Rocket.
I don't think that's what real freedom is about.
The hell was that? A beaver? Dream of another. Weird looking game. Yo! And it's in VR? That explains a lot too, though.
Dreams of Another is coming to PC and PS5 on October 10th, so make sure it's on your wish lists. What's next, David?
I'm assuming, you know, the sound and everything he captured is gonna be a nice part of that game experience in VR, especially. I'm sure it'll be good too on console, you know what I mean, but or PC, whatever the case may be. But yeah,
The 12 Zodiac Guardians of the East have safeguarded.
another city on top of it. Look at this, on top of a giant flying turtle. Knight, a spider with a face just like a goddamn spider from Zelda.
Let your Zodiac triumph.
The Skulltula. Sick. Yo, her shield was a mushroom? I like it though, the way it looks. It's like arenas and you battling on like different bosses. Yeah, I think this looks cool as hell. I like all the different characters, like play the demo now. You know, I think I will. 13Z. I'll download that demo. Why not?
13Z is coming soon to PC and Xbox, but you can also dive into the demo.
To PC and Xbox, that's.
And now for something
I guess that's where they decided to go first. It makes sense. I think in today's market, I think that's a smart play.
Let's chow down on
because it gives you a broad scope. You know what I'm saying? PC is where you got the most growth. Xbox, you got, you know, the cloud, everything going for you. So it's the reach is crazy. Obviously, 500 million active users.
Guns, bounty hunting. That was my life. But all I ever
Yo.
wanted was to be a chef.
So you cook. What is going on? So yeah, you body stuff and then you cook. That's crazy. I'm guessing this is the way this person who made this played Breath of the Wild. So there's someone make a game the way I played it. What if?
There's always work. Time to get back to business.
Kind of wish the game looked like those shots of when he's reloading the weapon because, I mean, it just looked cooler there than the actual game.
Okay, we just hit the quota. That is a timeout on all pizza puns.
Yes, that's totally fair. That one was pretty cheesy.
Okay, and I'm ignoring you now. And would you look at that? It's time for our next game, Recur.
It's a puzzle platformer starring a time-bending
Puzzle platformer.
You move right, and time moves forward. Move left, and it reverses. So, let's take a look.
That sounds awesome. Imagine if you could turn back time. He was on top. He jumped down, and then when he went back, he was inside. Sick. Sick ass concept. Yo, I already want to play. I'm like, I literally want to grab the controller and play and mess with the concept. Recur. Oh my god, that's so genius.
Special delivery.
Yo.
Recur is coming to PC in 2026. Okay, I think we've got another world.
For new games right now, that one takes it for me.
Here's a closer look at the next eerie odyssey from indie puzzle game royalty, Rusty Lake.
What up, Comic Book Crunch? Rusty Lake.
We will arrive at this stage shortly. I hope you are well prepared. Trust me, serving the Vanderboom family can be exhausting. Cleaning the house, serving food, the long working hours.
Recur was the one so far. Other than what I was most excited to see that I knew was gonna be here, which was Dead and Boy. Yeah, Recur looks amazing.
We're here. You can get out now.
Like, I look at a game like that and I go, that game already to me in my mind is a success. Like, that studio is a success.
I'm sure.
And just based off what I just saw from it, and I know, they gotta obviously stick the land and they gotta make a experience that we all enjoy and be like, yo, that was awesome. But just the concept alone, when you just feel the need, like, yo, I want to grab the controller and play. Like, I'm usually never wrong on those things. Those games usually, become successes. A new crown arrives. Go again. Oh, more friends. So this game already been out for a minute? What is this? Hyper Light Breaker. Alright, so it's in early access.
Hyper Light Breakers Double Down update is out now on Steam, so grab your friends and get to
Like, that legit looks dope. Like, that looked to me more fun than Marvel Rivals, yo. And Marvel Rivals, like, I know so many people on that 24/7 now and love it. And every time I jumped on it the other day because, what was it? I think it was NVIDIA gave, like, a Doctor Strange outfit, right? And that's when I learned that you can actually take your account from console to PC. I was like, that's whack. You know what I'm saying? And then so I made an account on that real quick, got that. And I played like 3 rounds and I'm just like, this game just don't do it for me. But to each their own, you know what I mean? But that Hyperlight game looked actually really good. But I'm also trash at Marvel Rivals too, so that's probably where my opinion stems from. Like, I just haven't clicked with it like that. So maybe if I just played it more and then it's like, oh yeah, now I clicked,
We're checking in with Hotel Barcelona now. It's a slasher.
But I played it like, I don't know, about 5 hours.
Swery and Suda 51.
日本の大阪でインディーゲームを作ってます。ホワイトアウルズのスエリーです。現在はですね、尊敬するクリエイターの須田剛一さんとのコラボ作品になります。ホテルバルセロナという作品に取り組んでいます。この作品はパロディホラーローグライクスラッシャーという感じで、本当に僕たちが好きな要素を詰め込んだ作品になっていまして、1980
It looked like the old music videos too.
世界の中に入り込んで、敵をどんどん倒してクリアしていくっていう、そういう超高難易度な横スクロールアクションゲームになっています。ペンシルベニア州とウェストバージニア州の境にあるホテルバルセロ
Yeah, like them old metal music videos. They got a lot of that vibe.
キラーが集まってるんですね。で、主人公はこのホテルに閉じ込められています。ですから彼らを全員倒してホテルから脱出する必要があります。ただ主人公のジャスティン自身にも秘密があって、物語を進めるにつれてそれも徐々に明らかになっていく、そういうゲームになってます。このゲームはたくさん死ぬゲームなんですが、
He said, I'm gonna let you know up front.
まずもちろん死んだ際には素材とかお金とかを手に入れたものを持って帰ってパワーアップできますし、さらにこのゲーム新しい特徴スラッシャーファントムというものがありまして、それを使うことでどんどん攻略が楽になります。スラッシャーファントムっていうのは一つ前の周回の自分が
And you beat yourself up and you get more stuff? Or you fight alongside yourself? That's actually cool. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, you beat yourself up, but no, so when you fail in this game, you reward yourself because you keep everything. So you go into the store, upgrade yourself. But then when you go back to where you was around, when you fail, there's a phantom version of you there to help you. Like, that's crazy.
Reserve your room at the Hotel Barcelona when it lands on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox this September.
Better yet,
Damn, Nintendo need to get them development kits out there. It's crazy that the Switch sold that much, and you're seeing all these games announced that the Switch 2 could run like nothing. You know what I mean? Like, and they're just not coming to the console yet because the development kits were so slow to roll out. And I don't know why, because the console was spoiled you years ago, years. So it's like there was nothing, and there was nothing there that it could have been like, oh my god, so egregious to be spoiled. You can't tell me that the C button is that, or even like the mouse feature. So it's like, I feel like they should have just had developers with this damn thing. So when it came out, you know, in the first year, everything being announced would be announced for it also. Instead, it kind of feels like that same vibe of Nintendo in the Wii days, where there's a separation between the two. Even though their console, we know, is more up to par now than ever. Well, not than ever, I'll say, because obviously, you know, GameCube was literally even stronger than PlayStation at that time. I'm saying since the Wii days, more than ever since then. So they should have had all this stuff on there.
The 7 Deadly Sins Origin is coming to PC.
You see, you're saying like they didn't want all these leaks, but I'm like the Switch 2 didn't have anything to leak. It's not that compelling of a system like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just anybody would have to agree with me with that. Like, what was there to leak? It's not like, even if the thing had a 3D screen, I would still say, because the 3DS did that, so it's like a mouse, a 3D screen, and the fact that you can chat, like that's not, none of that is special. You know what I'm saying? Altogether, yeah, it's all great and good, like it is on any platform that does that stuff, that been doing that stuff for 2 decades. You know, and yeah, so to me it's just weird. It's like you sold 150 million consoles, you're the one. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally the one. By every sense of that statement. So you should have just acted like it. You know what I'm saying? When you were gonna just do a 2 anyway. You weren't gonna reinvent the wheel. You were just gonna make a Super Nintendo Switch. And that's what you did. That was even almost gonna be the name of it. So then you put out Switch 2, and it was like, yeah, we'd be like, the fact that when I saw id didn't have a development kit to the console, I already knew. I was like, yo, if id, who gave you Doom Eternal, like, how they ain't get one yet? Because Doom the Dark Ages, they would have got one a year ago. I'm sure Doom the Dark Ages would have been on the thing. Probably even at launch. And yet, you know, we're going to have to wait for that to happen. Will it happen? I absolutely think it will. With most of these games that we're seeing that don't got release dates right now, even especially the ones coming out in 2026, do I think that those will come to Switch 2? Even day and date? Yeah. I think a lot of them will, as Nintendo gets those development kits in people's hands. But they got to get in people's hands. But there's been rumors of that being, yo, this game looks so damn crazy.
And this is a perfect moment for you to reposition, for example, and use charging weapons.
But yeah, like there's been rumors of that being an issue too. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm just being honest, like seeing like all these shows after the release, you know, and seeing the delay of Switch 2 announcement of games that you just know are gonna be on it, kind of sucks.
Hammer, but the shift blade is the weapon, ultimate weapon of the travelers.
But hey, Hollow Knight gets on it.
Very resourceful.
I'm like, so Hollow Knight team got a development kit before id. Hell, Bethesda. Like that's crazy. That's crazy, especially crazy when you know that Xbox is on. If it can run it, you can get it. If it can run it, you can get it. And it was like, nah. And I hope it's not because, oh, yo, there's talks of these guys doing, you know, a handheld and all that. I don't care what they doing. The appeal of a Nintendo console doesn't shift based on what they do anyway, because what you have that they don't. You know what I mean? And damn, that looked like straight out of Stranger Things season 3. And yeah, I just feel like being number one is like, yeah, you just have to be number one. You got to be in that position and act like it. And that means, yeah. So what if, listen, I would send development kits. If I'm Nintendo, I would have sent development kits first, directly. What was good, Dark Sun? I would have sent it directly to Microsoft and PlayStation first. Sony would have been like, what the fuck? Like, we don't even, what the fuck is this? I'm like, listen, you bringing that Horizon game to Switch 1. We just figured, you might need that. We see where the we see where the wind is blowing with y'all. So yeah, hold that down real quick. And it's like, oh my god, what they're gonna do? They're gonna take it and they're gonna make a stronger handheld. And what's gonna happen? I've seen this movie before. Nintendo's seen this movie before. They lived it. They directed it. They were the star in it. You know what I'm saying? With the DS. Everybody and their moms. Jeff Keighley went up on G4 and swore to everything that the DS had no chance. Ask him what happened now. Ask him what happened now. Like, yo, the Vita gonna... No, it's not gonna. It's just a different ballpark. And when it comes to handheld, Nintendo's never, ever missed in that regard. Ever. So again, I would have sent it directly to them. And then, yeah, everybody else as fast as I could. Or at least I would have been telling people, yeah, this is the specs, so you might as well make it, da. You know? I'd be telling everything, oh yeah, you can make it on the Switch and then upgrade paths and all that shit. Like, none of that is new to the video game market. So it just would have been like, yeah, this is what it is. Who didn't expect, let me not say who didn't expect. There was a lot of people who didn't expect 4K, didn't expect, specific games like Cyberpunk to be able to run on it. People was like, nah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be right there. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a PlayStation 4, not Pro, like regular. Like, whatever you say. But anyway, I just think it, and this has nothing to do with like, people complaining about the direct, the partner direct. Oh, why was this not? I thought that was a good show with new games. I'd rather see a lot of new games than games that are already on the market. Like, people were complaining, like, oh, why we seeing this Monster Hunter and not the old Monster? And it's not old, it's new. I know this, right? Monster Hunter, wow, but we got a new game that looked like that, and on the Nintendo show, and it looks like a Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom style art style. I thought that was perfect, and people was crying like, yo, the worst. And then with new Square games, like, oh my god, that's terrible. I'm like, what do you mean? Even Xbox show today, right? I watched, I jumped through it after it was over so I could skip a lot of the talking and just get to the gameplay, because I know how those shows go. And I watched a lot of basically everything. I saw everything that they showed, right? And they started with the ROG Ally. Then they started going into just a bunch of games that look like this. You want to know why? Because that's a lot of the stuff that people play on handhelds. But it's also video games. And I know there's like a subsection of gamers now who like to act like these things don't matter, as these things continue to make mad money. You know what I mean? As independent games continue to kill it, and even, let's be clear, probably going to even win Game of the Year this year. You get what I'm saying? Like, they'll still look down on it.
Welcome back.
And it's weird.
Maggie is just ironing something out.
Oh, you ungrateful, selfish wretch! You come onto my stage, you lay your filth.
Oh, Darcy said anything good shown so far? This this time game. I literally just forgot the name of it now. And yeah, that looked awesome. Like, that looked like a must play. They showed Dear and Boy, which I've been, you see it in the thumbnail. Dying to see that. Looked amazing. Even better than when they showed it last year. Comes out early 2026. Resident Evil looks incredible. They showed, man, they've shown a lot of cool games actually in this show. And I'm sure when the show is over, people gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it was a trash show. It didn't show nothing." And it's like, I don't understand it. But for a lot of the internet, man, it's just gamers who want to be on it, complaining, drama, and everything. That's why you see the falling apart now with, oh, the console war. If it's not a thing, if we can't, use these things in order to shit on the other guy, what will we do? And I'm like, y'all just gonna adapt to some other dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all fake anyway. At the end of the day, it's a bunch of y'all who not playing video games. Y'all do that more than anything, and that's the aspect of video games that they like. So of course a show like this is like, yeah, it got no appeal to me. But you seeing stuff that like this right here, right? Even though the graphics is beautiful, it looks like something straight out the PS1 era. Like it's harkening back to Resident Evil 1. Like it's dope to see shit like this. I know I'm talking while I'm talking, but I'm actually looking at what I'm seeing. I'm like, well, that looks awesome. I didn't even know there was a part 1. But here that game come.
Tormented Souls 2 is coming to PC, PlayStation,
And just to finish my point on what I was saying about Nintendo, the thing is, I know a lot of these developers would have wished to have their games on the thing already, been able to announce like, yo, Switch 2, hey, Switch 2, Switch 2, and the fact that a lot of them aren't even saying it like, oh, because we know we're gonna get a development kit by then, 2026, so we can say Switch 2. They're not saying it because they don't know. They probably left it in the dark right now. That's crazy because you number one, you supposed to be having everything. The gaming streets is trying to feed your platform, your neighborhood. And you're like, you know what, right now the community's gated and it's closed. We only letting some people in, and it's like, yo, you're coming on Switch 1. The floodgates are supposed to be open. And I think that's where a lot of the discrepancy is coming from with a lot of Nintendo fans who seem to be like in this like not super overly negative state with Switch 2, but just like they're like, oh, like, why isn't this? Da, 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 da. I think they just expect them. When I get that, like, I see where they're coming from, but I do think that it still has a nice roster already lined up for itself. And Kirby yesterday, I mean, that looked great, but immediately you heard a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, it's not for me, not for me. I always hear that with Kirby, though. Like, oh, yeah, they'll show a great Kirby game, but yeah, it's not for me. It's like, but you like 3D platformers. But yeah, not the Kirby one. But you like Mario Odyssey? Yeah. Cappy, bro. That's Kirby. Like, I don't understand. Like, why won't you play Forgotten Land? And the sales show that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see Mario Odyssey, where we at, right? What, 30 million sold or something like that already? It's crazy. And it's like, I think Forgotten Land, Kirby Forgotten Land, literally deserves at least half that. You know what I mean? Like, so if that's at 30, 15. And it's like, why? Because while it's not, to me, it's not, on the level of Odyssey as a platformer, it is, I would say, half as good, goddammit. You know what I mean? So it deserves those sales. And I don't even mean half as good, because that makes it seem like it's like super worse or whatever. Nah, it's just a different kind of game. It's a smaller game. It's made bigger now on Nintendo Switch 2, and the price point is too, if you're buying, completely new. But still, I think it is a game that should sell that much, but it's just immediately people go, yeah, not for me. And I don't know what it is, man. It might just be the fact that Kirby is just mad cute, yo. And people like, nah, man, I ain't with it, yo. He pink. I'm like, yo, Bret Hart used to wear pink too, bro. He used to whip people's asses. Come on now. What we doing here, yo? Kyle Fletcher wear pink every goddamn week. He one of the most badass wrestlers on the planet Earth right now. What are we talking about? Yo, Cameron Killer, like, the pink suit is iconic. Yo, Kirby is iconic. Man, I don't know. Like, that game looked incredible what they showed yesterday. It looked jam-packed with content. So, yeah. What the hell is this? Looking like goddamn Mines of Moria.
Quartz. Everyone's going crazy for a taste of its power. But it also happens to be my favorite flavor. And that means I gotta get to it first. What the fuck are you doing? Can't you see I'm working here? Just try to keep out of sight.
Wait, ain't this an old game? Or am I tripping? Look like Green Goblin from, that perspective. But damn, this game is actually really cool looking. Oh! Yo, he threw his Pikmin out there. So, yo, go in the closet.
Now comes the fun part. And you guys were worried.
Gotta love the paragliders. Listen, every game is made better with a paraglider. Even Mario uses his hat as a paraglider in his last game.
Styx
Blades of Greed.
is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so don't hesitate to sneak it onto your wish lists.
That look cool though. Like really cool.
Trailer for Anno 117 Pax Romana, the latest installment in the legendary city builder
Yo,
franchise.
he threw his little minion into the closet.
By decree of his radiant might, the Emperor.
It's crazy.
You, young
That was the theme that she said, yo, Billy Starks, go in the closet.
to the soggy, sheep-strewn fringes of the Roman Empire.
God damn.
While I wouldn't even put one sandal in Albion, you're braver than most. And now the choice is yours. Will you protect Celtic tradition?
I see the reflections on the water. I see what they doing. This is beautiful. Like this looks real. Whoa. I like the mist too and everything.
To civilize the land or be changed by it.
Like you gotta understand, like that mist, that shit is taxing, dude. And people like take for granted the clarity of the textures we got this generation, the density of games, the like the things like fog, mist, and all that makes the games look super real. Like it's beautiful. Granted, it ain't the price point beautiful that these consoles all went up to now, right? Like yo, this shit is crazy, but nah, man. Like I think this console generation visual jump is amazing, and honestly, I wish that all the talk of next generation consoles, like I mean, listen, they could exist when you got obviously like oh yeah, let's say for example on Xbox, like you're making games and they're being made on PC too. You know, PCs that are stronger than next consoles are gonna be anyway. So I get stronger consoles, next generation consoles can exist right now. But I'm like, when these price points is at where they at, I'm like, y'all can chill, y'all can relax. Y'all don't need a rush. Like Nintendo, yeah, they needed theirs so that they could catch up to everything here. But like now you're seeing all these games, and you're not looking at nothing that is like, oh yeah, that can't run on Switch. That can't run on not no more. We got Switch 2 out now. Cool. But the other guys, I'm like, listen, y'all going up in prices. Y'all shit was higher than the Switch was, and Switch 2, and now y'all going even higher. So y'all could chill. No need to rush then. That means that the marketplace hasn't warranted a jump. Even though they gonna be like, yo, but our business. And I'm like, yeah. We'll see how that plays out for y'all. We'll see how that plays out for y'all. You said with that note, give me Spider-Man. Listen, I told y'all like why I want Spider-Man on Xbox and Nintendo and everything for the same reason I said I want Blade on, you know, PlayStation and Nintendo, and I want that goddamn, you know, 1943 whatever Captain America Black Panther game. I want that on everything too, including Nintendo, so that you can take all the pieces of those games and do like an MCU or actual Avenger game that pulls characters from games that are beloved. You know what I mean? And put something out. That would be so dope. But also just because it's superhero shit, and this should just be available to everything. And I could just imagine the kid is like, yo, I want to play this, I want to play that, but I got this, so I can't play that. I can't play Blade, I can't play Spider-Man. Like that, you know, it's just like, back in the day, that really wasn't a thing. Like the games was basically on everything. I say that, but I think that X-Men Advent Children, I think it was called, that might have just been on Sega Genesis. And me always having multiple consoles, I just assumed it was on everything. Oh yeah, this game looks super cool. More cells. We saw this yesterday, right? Whoa, this art style. I remember seeing this game. Beautiful.
Puzzle game with a profound story and a unique art style.
Unique arts, like that art style, like that's a 10 out of 10 art style. That's a Game of the Year nominee art style to me. Like if you're gonna say best art direction, whatever, yeah, put that thing in there. That game look crazy. And of course, Dan and boy.
Have diverse perspectives on what constitutes a good time. Personally, I can attest to the unique comforts of skulking around military.
Like, I know people would scoff at the idea of like, listen, I ain't telling Nintendo, yo, go completely third party. But there's certain games where nowadays with the way the market is, it's like, listen, just it's doing a disservice to developers making games if you just know it's like, yeah, just being on this platform, your ceiling is only gonna be 3 million units, 2 million units. And it's like, then if you're not selling like a Mario Party and Smash and Mario Kart and all these other Zeldas, and then maybe there's a conversation to be had. For example, like that Marvel game, right? That's like Ultimate Alliance, that's Nintendo published. That could go multi-plat. Why not? It's Marvel. It's like, oh yeah, Nintendo published, so then you eat off it on other consoles. God forbid. You know what I mean? Like, and I said this too. I said this also with. It's like, I've been saying this forever. Like, yo, if Prime 4 is gonna come out, I want them to put their best foot forward with that game in every aspect, from the ads to budget of marketing it, because you made it. It's an expensive game to make. You took 20 years to make another one. So you basically taking another chance. You clearly didn't care to make another one. You know what I'm saying? For the last 20 years. This looks absolutely gorgeous, by the way. And see, there should have been a Switch controller there. The Chuck Sims are coming to consoles. And I'm just like, yo. So if the game is only going to come out and you see Metroid Prime didn't even do $1 million and it was $40 and it's one of the most revered, loved games ever, right? So if Prime 4 is only going to come out and see 1 million sales, I'm sorry, but I'm listen, I love Metroid. If you're not going to ever want to make another one because this is what it's sold on your Waldorf Garden, that sucks as a fan of the IP. And I got to look at it beyond, oh, Nintendo fanboy or anything like that, or just as a Nintendo fan and go, but what if then there's 2 million people who we know how these console gamers are? The Nintendo hardcore purists ain't moving. The Xbox one ain't moving. The PlayStation one ain't moving. Phil Spencer didn't lie when he said that shit, because before he said that, I was already saying that years prior. You know what I'm saying? And he proved that with all the games going #1 on PlayStation. And I think with the ODST stuff going on in Helldivers, I think that game gonna do numbers too. On not only because it's a good game, but this looks insane. Gonna do insane numbers on Xbox. You know what I mean? So if that means if Metroid Prime 4 Beyond could be a 10 million seller, or potentially even a 15, 20 million seller, had it released on Switch, Switch 2, Xbox, PC, PlayStation 5, and how then it should fuck it, the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and all that, and it's like, yeah, it's so that then, yeah, I'm gonna prefer that, because then that means you would want to invest in it more. That means Samus grows more. People know more of her as an IP. You can make a movie, da. Like, that's what I want to happen on Switch alone. You know what I'm saying? That's the dream. We know it can do it. We see how Zelda games sell, how Mario games sell, how a lot of games sells. But if Metroid ain't gonna sell like that, and you made it, I don't want it to go to the Lost Woods to be just trying to get out with, you know, F-Zero games and Star Fox and things like that. And like I said, F-Zero, they found a good path and they got, you know, a nice little 16-bit game out. But a full-blown, them find freedom and get out the Lost Woods, that ain't happening yet. Star Fox, gone. Punch-Out, gone. So what's that gonna be for Metroid then? You know what I mean? That's crazy. And people will be like, yo, it's blasphemy what I'm saying. Like, it ain't blasphemy. I am literally a diehard fan of this thing. Lifelong fan of this thing. And you basically saying I should be satisfied if it sells 2 million and you never get another game. At least you got that one game. Be happy. Hey, you're going to get Metroid 6, the 2D game. You probably never get a Prime game. Like, that's crazy.
Mount and Blade 2
That's crazy.
Sales launches on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox later this year.
Skull Kid waiting on Samus. Damn. Don't say that. Yo, listen. 2D Metroid is up right now. Thank God. It's up.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Look, talking about it. Listen, that's how you know I ain't lying. That's how you know I ain't lying. The universe ain't gonna do this, bro. Now we get something that looks just like Star Fox. Whatever, man. Listen. a lot of the stuff that people always be like, yo, that's crazy that you saying that. Most of it came true, especially with Xbox stuff going on. I was like, yo, this is the way it's gonna play out. PlayStation, like, yo, they third party too. Nah, like, bro, like, read the room. So I'm just saying, what Nintendo, this looks already like sick. This animation, I can't wait to see, what the game look like. Like, I'm already like invested. Make this shit 4-player co-op, and it's like you done made my dream come true. This looks fire. Art style looks crazy. Oh, through the waterfall, just like Star Fox 64, Wild Blue. Damn, I wanted to see more of that game. Yeah, I'm gonna wishlist that today.
That was your first look at gameplay for Wild Blue, which is coming soon to PC.
Now let's check in.
It has no release date though.
Legend of Himori.
That looked amazing though. But that was just the universe saying, yo, Red, we hear you. We know what you're saying. Listen, I get so much confirmations from things, man. From the universe, they'd be like, yo, let's, bam. And I'm like, you ain't got to tell me. I know. I know.
I believe I know. I rise to carry out my
Whoa.
duty as a courier. Out there, they wait for answers, for aid, for hope. I rise to survive. Gathering, crafting, hunting.
This actually looks cool. I hope there ain't no fighting other people other than you just doing what you got to do in order to deliver your mail. Like bears and stuff like that. Like, this looks awesome. I ain't gonna lie, like this, I mean, they do it all the time, like every, quarterly, right? They do future game shows. I know I'm always reacting to them. I think I've reacted to every single one since its inception, but yeah, this one, man, they got a lot of good content in this one. Straight beautiful games. The Legend of Kimori. And then you got a game called The Legend of right after. Come on, son. I'm telling you what I'm telling you. Nah, but for real, like, it's not even like, oh, begging for something to go to another. It's just like, yo, it's what makes sense for an IP to stick around and survive.
All right.
It's putting your best foot forward, you know what I mean? And that's what every video game developer on the planet Earth is doing right now. It's trying to put their best foot forward and just get these games to gamers where they are, meeting them where they are. And you know what's happening with these younger gamers nowadays, where they don't even care to go out and purchase a console. If it ain't coming to their phone, they ain't with it. And then now you're getting a bunch of them who like, yeah, if it don't even come to PC, I ain't with it. So it's become more about meeting gamers where they actually are versus trying to gatekeep and force devices on them. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying it's like there's only one way to sell games now. Nah, like, yo, Switch is doing crazy numbers right now. You know what I mean? Like, one thing doesn't negate the other. I'm just saying.
The ghosts don't care how far you ride. And I'm tired of running.
This looks sick. I could have sworn we saw this game before, though. But again, it looks incredible. Bounty Star. October 23rd, Game Pass.
Suit up and build your homestead in Bounty Star, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. But while we're still here, let's keep things moving and check out Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A roguelike where you fight to protect the future of a vibrant village.
A roguelike. I gotta give more roguelites more chances, cause like the few I played, it made me like kind of sour on the whole genre. But I'm seeing all these beautiful roguelites now, and they're like, yeah, the story and and it's not just like this endless loop of the same old. In a sense, like, I don't know, like, I want to give some of them, more chances. Thanks to Game Pass, I'll be able to do that. I'll see which ones I'll play.
I'm glad you like it.
Man, that Star Fox looking game, that looked incredible.
Don't worry, I'm
Hopefully they get that out on Switch too. And I say that because of the Nintendo fans. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's gonna come to everything. Awesome. That looks awesome. But yeah, Switch 2, there's a demo on now for this. I gotta go on the Steam page. I do it every year. You know, the Future Game Show Steam page. They just download a bunch of demos.
What's next, David?
We've got the release date trailer for Shape of Dreams.
This time of the year is usually when I do my most PC gaming. During the summertime. Shape of Dreams. Oh, you got the shoddy. Wait. Sword. Looks like different characters. Multiplayer. Yep. And you know, it's the other thing too. I wanted to say about Kirby. That comes out September 11th. About Kirby was that Air Riders I'm talking about. That game really was like a complete full circle of like all of Sakurai games, like little aspects of them in that one game. Like I saw Kid Icarus in there. I felt, you know, vibes of even Meteos in there, which is weird enough to say. Like, it was really, you know, like, what's the word? Like, yo, robust. You know what I mean? That's why it was 45 minutes, because it was a lot in there in that actual show, and the game just looked cool. Like I said, that game is just gonna, you know, live and breathe on its community, and there's no reason why it doesn't have a good community when it has so many different gameplay elements. This looks crazy. It's a VR game probably, right? Oh, I said probably. Like 100%. This ain't VR, that's crazy. It looks like gameplay from a VR. But a lot of VR games been looking better too. Nice, you like Spider-Man now. Psst. Straight webbing.
Let's not forget your bow, an ancient but effective tool. Collect grubs to synthesize different arrows, then stun.
This is basically what Tomb Raider got to be in VR.
Careful, Rosa. Quick, Rosa, we have to run. Quick, Rosa, jump.
Reach.
That was Reach, a jaw-dropping adventure coming soon to VR headsets. Get that on your wish list ASAP. And we're following that bond.
Combo Crush crazy. Listen, I wish there was a star for. Ooh, I didn't know we was gonna get one of my most wanted.
And your co-op partner will have the pleasure of
It's
exploring.
time for that co-op Little Nightmares 3.
Come to think of it, actually, where is my co-op partner? David?
And the way they said in this game, where they give you the enhanced version of Part 2, is super cool.
Hi everyone, I'm Coralie Feniello, global producer on Little Nightmares 3, and today I'm thrilled to introduce you to a newly announced chapter of the game, Carnival.
But then remember, there's that other game too that looks like Little Nightmares. I want both of them. Like they just look
An
awesome.
atmospheric adventure game in which you follow the journey of Flo and Alone. They are two best friends ever since they found each other in this lonely nightmare.
But then we see this part.
This time, they are trapped in the carnival, a place that might seem joyful and welcoming at first. But of course, appearances can be deceiving.
I could have sworn we saw this
Behind
gameplay.
colorful lights and twisted attractions hides an uncanny race.
Yeah.
A mysterious, menacing presence whose shadow looms over the entire place. You'll feel it, you'll hear it, you might even catch a glimpse, but never quite enough to
Reanimal.
Apart from the residents, you encounter other unpleasant figures. The puppet, cunning and aggressive, love putting on a show in the carnival, especially for the hares, who seem oddly captivated by them and by candy. As you'll see, our two characters find a clever way to use that obsession, drawing one of them away to get a safe passage.
Okay, they switch scenes though.
Little Nightmares 3 is full of eerie challenges. Sometimes
Nah,
you
we
have to
saw
fight
this
for
and all
your
the
life.
kids start waking up. Yeah, we saw this.
But other times, it's better to be smart and stealthy to survive.
Maybe they
That's
just
it.
showing it being
Patience
played in a
and
different way
silence
from the
are
last
best
time.
advice.
Or maybe I'm just telling myself and it's the same thing we've seen before.
As in the previous titles, you'll face clever puzzles that block your path. But for the first time in the series, you can now play online with a friend and face your childhood fears together.
That's what makes this one
Prefer to play
the
solo
best now, is that
or
you're going to be able to
a
experience this
recital
together.
controlled by a helpful AI companion. Looks like the puzzle has been solved, but don't worry, no spoilers here. You'll get to experience it all for yourself when Little Nightmares 3 launches October 10th, 2025. And if you want to dive into the nightmare right now, pre-order a digital copy of the game on PS5, Xbox Series and PC to get early access to the first title of the franchise, Little Nightmares NS Edition, on the same platform.
Nice. Those are cool. Oh yeah, it's Little Nightmares 1 enhanced. I said 2, my bad. 2 don't need to be enhanced. 2 is already made, you know, for these consoles.
Little Nightmares 3 lands on PC and consoles this October 10th. And if it wasn't in your wish
And they're great. If you never played them, trust me. It's these games, the reason why I'm so excited for Darren Boy. I love these style of games. Yo, Snake is in the box.
As you can see,
They got a Metal Gear trailer. They should. I mean, you got Snakehead. It'd be weird if they don't. They did Resident Evil, right? That's hers. And now you got to do Snakes.
And while you debate this Schrodinger's snake, let's feast our eyes on the latest trailer from Lost Helden, a hand-painted JRPG from Artisan Studios.
Hand painted. That's what I'm telling you, yo. The graphics be crazy. That man did not fit in that box. Whoa. Gravity Rush, Illustrator. It looks crazy, like all the locations that you fighting in. There you go. You got a Switch logo there. Switch 1.
Mark your calendars because Lost Helden is coming to PC and consoles
Look
in
at that.
2026. We've got another world premiere up next, and the developers were kind enough to send me a temporary co-host. Super adorable. Don't get me wrong, I
Look like a weird ass Pokemon.
So, anyway, here is your first look at Serial World. Yeah, show 'em. All right, I'll show them. Ha ha!
Whoa. Don't say it in the chat. I'm just laugh. It's cute. You know what it looks like? Like it try to capture like a Nintendo 64 art style. And the same way the other game I said looked like PlayStation 1 in a way. Even though obviously it looks way better than 64 could have ever done, you know. It has a little Mario-ness to it too, and some of the enemies. But obviously, you know, a lot of Pokemon. Come on, the character even looks like an Ash Ketchum style character. Shit looks cool though. But it looks like it plays different from Pokemon. Like it got some Paper Mario in it. Cereal World. I like it. It look cool.
So you're saying it's a roguelike deck builder that's coming to PC and consoles in 2020?
And that's a roguelike game. That's crazy.
Well, cool. Yeah, I'll let him know. What's that? Oh, okay. Tell him to wishlist it. Yep. Yeah. I'll pass it on. Sounds
Okay.
good.
I'm back. I'm sorry, I had a urgent Kodak call, but should I ask about the little creatures? Or?
Nope. Okay, we'll go way back. Yeah, don't worry about those guys. Let's just focus on our final ones to watch.
I didn't see what you just said, Combo Crunch.
Sure. No further questions. Look, here's an interview with the developers of Phantom Blade Zero, where you play.
I'll just say, I mean, you ain't wrong.
Phantom Blade Zero is an action RPG, but it's like a playable kung fu movie.
The art style looked more cohesive, right? Like more put together. Even though there's things there is like super low texture and da. But I guess the way they went with the art style, making things look a little bit more dense, characters animating their texture work. Yeah, overall I would say it looked better than the game that it's clearly inspired by. Or should I say the IP it's inspired by? Because that looked like it was trying to look more like the cartoon than any of the actual games have.
So I think this is something attractive to not only the Chinese players, but for the players around the world.
Pokemon. We talk about Pokemon. Yeah, straight up. We talk about Pokemon.
People would never
This looks good too.
What it is exactly until they actually play it. We're something in between a Souls game and a really big like Baldur's Gate or Witcher. There are many accessible ways to navigate people around the map, but nowadays, because Souls genre is very influential, so many people will hide everything and it's super complicated, no directions and everything. We see our games are different. We even have a hand-drawn
I like
map.
this. I like what he's saying.
Because our point is to tell a story, to build our original world, and to showcase our amazing move sets. And that's all our game is about. Our game is not about very slow move or explore or lost in the very
People gonna take this as he's being offensive or whatever. Nah, I don't look at this like the comments from the dude who he was like, oh yeah, all the Call of Duty from Summer Game Fest. This is him saying every game now is basically, oh, is it a Souls? Is it a Souls? Like it's like that fan base, but not only the fan base, but like the industry is like almost like games are being punished for not being like that. It almost feels like. So you got Ninja Gaiden coming out and they push back against it, and this is just saying like, yeah, it may look like that, but it's not that kind of game, and you know what I mean? Which for me personally, I'm not a fan of the Souls style games. I didn't even like the what the hell was it called? Lies of P. You know what I mean? It's like it's just not for me. And so him saying that, I was like, yeah, this is something that I would try, just because he's saying, yeah, it ain't that. And look, I was like, oh yeah, let me just try Ninja Gaiden, and I just didn't stop. I just beat it. You know what I mean? It just clicked with me in the same way like Bayonetta 2 did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not opposed to any style of these games. It's just the ones that be Souls, like, yeah, you know, just rip your hair off fighting this one enemy for 50 hours. Like, I'm good. I don't want to do all that.
It's coming soon to PC and PS5.
So I thought that looked cool. But I know people are going to be salty about that trailer already. And it's okay.
But there's still a few surprises left in store.
Speaking of which, here's another world premiere.
The Witch Spy. Yeah, I don't even remember the game either no more. I know it was a first-person shooter. That's it. Okay. Imagine this was like an Ocarina of Time style game. That's all you would need in this show, and it'd be like be a 10 out of 10 show right now. I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving this show right now. Like I think everything that they showing is good. And the thing is, people be like, "Oh, a show was whack," and it's like a show with nothing but new IPs. Do the games look good? Do they look like something fun? That's what you need. You know what I mean? To be excited about. It's like, nah. But where was this and where was that and where was this? And it's like, oh, this is why we get nothing but sequels and remaster nowadays. That's why I'm happy when something like an Expedition comes out and it just grabs people and it becomes a thing. Or even like an Elden Ring, you know, because it sounds like, oh, yo, you shitting on From. I'm not. I got nothing against them. I'm just saying, like, their style of game isn't my cup of tea. But I love that Elden Ring came out and then people were sleeping on the multiplayer one, like, oh, it ain't going to do all that. And then that did numbers, which made me happy. Because it's like, yeah, things like an online Spider-Man game, shit exists. How'd that get canceled? Who cancels that? They ain't showing you what kind of game this is, but it's all good. Maybe next year. I think it looks great. Awesome.
So open the doors.
That was grim.
Step through the witch spire.
Witch Spy 2026. Okay.
Witch Spire is a magic-infused survival game coming to PC early access in
Survival
2026.
game.
Shall we keep it moving with another trailer, David?
Absolutely.
I'll judge it the next time we
Here's
see it.
gameplay for Active Matter,
Next
a
year,
playoff
future game show.
action shooter where players fight across a fractured multiverse.
Okay. It's like a modern day Half-Life. I love how weird these games are getting now, though. Like, down to Call of Duty, like what they showed yesterday. It was mad weird. Giants, giant swords, like just crazy stuff going on. Because it felt like almost all first-person shooters were so safe and so samey. And now they all trying to do different things and just doing crazy stuff and just being video games, man. Not trying to be realistic military shooter or whatever. You know, it's just, yo, what's the most fun you can have in a first-person perspective doing what games like to do in first person, you know what I mean? While also introducing them to new things. And they doing that. Dude just ran up the stage and went upside down, so you know you was going to be running on the walls now. Or was that the floor? Were you already upside down? Who knows? Oh, you find a bunch of Groots? Active Matter. Yo. Connected with a car.
Active Matter is coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can sign up for the closed beta right now at activematter.game and jump in when it launches after the show.
All right, let's throw it over to our friends at Capcom to learn more about the publisher's
Pragmata.
upcoming space station adventure, Pragmata.
Oh. It looks so much better though than the first time we saw it. If you go back and look at the original trailer to this now, the goal for this game has been crazy. It's been taking a while to come out, but it's probably because it's gonna be great.
I'm Edwin Enzo.
Or they trying to make it great, you know, which is a good thing.
Gameplay footage. Let me take you through what Pragmata is all about. Pragmata is set on a cold lunar research station dedicated to the research of lunar filaments, a dreamlike material that can be used to create almost anything, as long as you have the data for it.
Donkey Kong Bonanza right here, yo.
All signals from the station suddenly go dark. Hugh Williams, our spacefarer,
She gonna sing it on that.
team to investigate. But right after landing, a lunar quake hits, separating him from his team, and he falls deep into the station. Unconscious and badly injured, he is saved by Diana, a unique android created using lunar filaments. She is a Pragmata. From here, the two must work together to survive and find a way to get Hugh back to Earth.
Hey, get behind me.
What did she do though?
I think I can help. Bypassing first and second firewall, hooking control protocols,
Okay, so she's hacking it.
analyzing, converting the interrupt matrix.
So cool though, the effects, man.
Visualization complete. Initiating
And her eyes too.
Their journey will take them through the depths of the station, facing the dangers that await them. One of the standout features of Pragmata is the combat system, in which both of our protagonists must work together. Diana can hack enemies, which opens up their armor. Hugh can then come in with his arsenal of various weapons to shoot at their now exposed weak spots. This 2-in-1 gameplay extends to exploration as well, where Diana hacks the station's systems to allow them to continue their exploration.
You know, it's crazy. Like, I think about it, but then I look and I go, I mean, for story reasons, obviously she's there. But it's like, why couldn't y'all just make the one character just do all of it? What do you need two for? And obviously the answer to that is for the story of whatever the game is, you know? Which is fine.
Pragmata will appear at multiple game events, so keep an eye on the Pragmata socials to see where you can try it out early. And if you want a taste of the gameplay, head to the official Pragmata website and check out the hacking minigame.
Yo, place your bets. Will there be a section where you just play as her? Or and I mean, because it's easy to say there'll be a section where you just play as him before you find her, because she's clearly your upgrades. So it's like the game can start, show you the regular gameplay as him, and then you get her and she's, you know, now another layer to the gameplay.
Okay, we've
But
got one more thing to show you.
I'm saying,
Yes, what would we be without a one more thing?
what's this?
Spooky season is approaching after all. And this
I'm like, what? I mean, what are the chances that you're gonna play as her? Just a section where you play as her. You're only hacking stuff, opening doors, and stopping robots and shit from getting you. Gone. Okay, Chainsaw Massacre style. Oh, Halloween! What is this?
Other small towns all across America.
Halloween.
A town just like yours.
And
But it was here on October 31st, 1963.
come on, this is the original too.
Now warning.
Are you gonna just be him?
Vacation. Just
The blood on the window.
I met him 15 years ago.
Footsteps. Oh man.
Hope that he could be reached. But what I
Yo, hanging out the window.
no emotion. Perhaps not even human. 15 years later, he returned home.
Thank God that they went with the version of part 1 of the soundtrack. Cause I love Halloween 2 too. But with that little tweak that they did to the music, I always hated it. Cause it was so good in 1, and then they just tweaked it, and I always thought it just sounded worse than the first one. So I can always tell that difference.
You can't stop.
Get him.
You can't reason with him. You can't kill.
Michael Myers. A single player and multiplayer horror experience coming 2026. So that lets you know that it's something different from the Chainsaw Massacre game.
The game. is a stealth horror game based on
Yo, this show, they definitely delivered.
Yeah, it features a story mode as well as an online multiplayer component. And it's coming in
Oh yeah, Splitgate 2.
Update those wish lists.
But with that, we've officially reached the end of the show.
Well, before we go, we want to extend a massive thank you to all the talented developers who contributed to this year's Gamescom.
I enjoyed the show a lot, yo. This was a good show.
Remember that you can head to the dedicated Future Games Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show.
And they didn't overstay their welcome. The hosts, they did their thing. They were entertaining. They was having fun the whole time. I enjoyed their playfulness. It reminds me of watching like the Nintendo everything. What was it? That was a channel, like those kind of shows back in the day where you would just get the news of new games and stuff like that.
Right after this, with even more exclusive trailers and developer interviews.
That's right. I'm told they're opening the show with a fantastic world premiere, so you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, right. Shall we sign off and try to seem all cool and collected?
No promises. But here goes.
I'm Maggie Robertson.
Wait, what did they say is next? Let me throw this back real quick.
Massive thank you to all the talented developers who contributed to this year's
right around here.
Gamescom showcase, as well as everybody watching at home who came along for the ride.
Remember that you can head to the dedicated Future Games Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show.
And we also have a ton of follow-up content dropping across GamesRadar.com, so you can dig deeper into your favorite reveals. And if you want to watch all of the individual trailers from today's show, just head to the FGS YouTube channel.
Don't go anywhere just yet, though, because our FGS Live from Gamescom Showcase airs right after this. With even
Okay, so we don't gotta really move, right? It's still going. Oh, okay, cool. World premiere. I would say, because what they giving, I'll throw it on right now. I ain't want to go nowhere yet. That's definitely not gameplay, right? He says, and then it ends up being gameplay. Nowadays, you don't know who to trust. This is like yesterday, where yesterday, Open the Night Live, the pre-show had some bangers in it. That was crazy. The pre-show has some bangers in it. See, that looks like the game, though. Like it could be the game. Okay, another Skulltula right here, yo. Caden. I don't think it was, though. Oh, these guys, like last year. Let me make sure I'm right at the front. All right, cool. We're live.
Now, you'll have seen in the main show the outstanding-looking Hell Let Loose Vietnam, and we decided that we'd sit down with the devs and have a chat about them and tell them why we thought their title.
Oh, so they're gonna show this now?
Wow, of an experience. Yeah, okay, that was a bad joke. I'll get my coat. It's a Full Metal Jacket, by the way. Hey!
Can I talk to someone from HR?
No.
Please.
Yeah, man. There was a lot of good stuff in this show.
From Expression Games, and we're excited to review
Games, man, games. But when you see like the statistics, like that, gamers only buy 2 games a year, or the average spending on gamers when it comes to games in a year is a little over $300. I'm like, and I'm like, how many games is that now with the expensive games? Like, is that spread across 2 big features and then a bunch of indie games, or is it a bunch of indie games and one big, the big featured game? Like, we ain't really gonna know those answers yet. We don't got the exact details, but yeah, like, it's crazy.
Build and create tunnels.
Gamers don't actually play that many games a year. That's why it makes sense when you see so many gamers, I don't know why, but they be mad at Game Pass, and it's like, yeah, who needs that, or just be like, yeah, who needs that? Like, I ain't gonna play all this stuff, and it's like, yeah, I get it. That's because gamers ain't even. I don't know. It's just it's not. I guess it's not their preferred medium.
sure to
And that's the reality. Even though a lot of them will give pushback on that because, well, yeah, they spend a lot of time playing video games, the ones they do play, you know. But it's like, but you're not sitting there and like interested in experiencing like 20 games a year. Me, I literally, if I could, I would play like, you know, so many that it's like, oh yeah, this one, that one, this one, this. Like it's only so much that you could play.
I'm getting flagged. I'm in jail. I'm in jail. Welcome to
Last Flag.
the ultimate game of capture the flag.
It's a capture the flag game.
Team's flag anywhere on your side of the map. Battle it out to capture radar towers and clear sections of the map where the enemy flag is not hidden.
This is
Find the
cool.
enemy flag, run it back to your team.
See, I would try this.
Send it for a minute to win it.
Run out of time. Let's go in here. Make up your mind. Okay, bro.
I love the animations of the characters.
No, up here.
I even like the way the world looks. And a lot of people say, oh, it has a Fortnite vibe. God forbid. Like, don't even get me started on that. Like, people was giving that new time splitters game that we were supposed to get, you know, the 4 that we were supposed to get alongside Metroid Prime 4, that we not getting no more. When they leaked out, like, oh, a lot of it looked like Fortnite. And I'm like, yeah, because Fortnite looked like time splitters. Like, they had that art style basically first, for the most part. Like, and God forbid it pulls from one of the most popular games on the market now, when there was already something like that with mad weird characters. I thought that was so corny. I was like, yo, y'all talking down something that is like that. Like, I look at this and I go, it got a time splitters vibe to it. If you play time splitters, you'll be like, yeah, that ain't lying. That's the truth. It was mad funny, goofy, a lot of shit going on.
I absolutely love how Last Flag is looking, and if you want to take part in this fast-paced frenzy, then you can test out the demo.
It looks like a beautiful day right now, right there.
Nathan, are you alright, mate?
I'm sorry to have to tell you, Jules, but it's time for another world premiere.
I told you not to do that, mate. I've got a nervous liver. That's very insensitive. Work on yourself.
World premiere. It can't be another Deliver Us the Moon game, right? Sector
So there
3.
I was, low lunar orbit, navigating my descent to the regolith.
Maybe it is.
Just log a report. A routine assignment. Easy. But the moon doesn't do easy. Scanning lunar artifacts was my mission, but I was told next to nothing about the lines I had to cross, the enemies I'd face, who I might lose, or how it would change me. My mission seemed hopeless.
Archiving the
But I'm
past,
not
protect the
dying
future.
here. Not me, and not the ones I love. This isn't the end. It's a new beginning.
Lunar Strike, bring down the sky.
Inhospitable, cold,
Fire shot.
very, very dark. No, I'm not.
What a shot.
Time living in Gateshead, but I'm actually talking about the game you've just seen, Lunar Strike, which is a
That's
game
an
that
album cover
focuses
right
on
there.
humanity being on the brink of survival, and it's your job to save them, no matter the costs. It's coming out in 2026, Q2.
Up next, we've got another game where humanity is on the brink of survival, but this time things are a bit more bitey and a bit more medievally. This is God Save Birmingham, a crazy new physics-based zombie survival game set in ancient England.
Physics-based zombie survival game. Oh, damn. And it's during the old days? Yo. Yeah, I'm gonna play today. I'll probably play between 6 and 7. Just between, you know, before AEW come on. Yo. It bounced off his head. Yo, like a wrestling game, it show what body part was injured, and you gotta heal up. God save Birmingham.
That was God Save Birmingham, an upcoming medieval zombie survival title with added collision physics. So if you've ever wanted to build a stronghold against the undead and then died tripping over your own rusty bucket, then this is the game for you.
I'd rather play that than, what was the name of that other game? That Happy Feet, whatever it was called.
You know, Jules, after that, I think you need a break. So I'll tell you what, here's a hat trick of games, one after the other, that you need to know about. Come on, my man, I'll get you a soda pop. Fair enough.
Baby steps, baby steps. There you go. I had to remember the name.
That's because a lot of people have lived.
You gotta fix up the places.
And what did they do here?
Yo, they was outlined in chalk, standing
Just
up.
like us, they kept themselves busy. They ordered food and tried to keep things
Art style
tidy.
is 10 out of 10.
Collected all sorts of useless
Don't even
stuff.
lie. This is one of the sickest looking games we've ever
And
seen.
of course, they found hidden treasures. And one of them was a
Yo.
Of course.
no wait, a space pilot.
With robots.
Flying robots.
Okay, okay.
They
She's
celebrated
just telling the story.
They created pieces of art.
and threw them out the window.
Speaking
Whoa.
of that, there is still a lot for us to
Move
do.
in November 17th,
But
2025.
first, ice cream?
Ice cream.
The Berlin apartment. What kind of game is that? Bro, we seen like, no lie, we've probably seen like, what, 50, 100 games over this weekend? This last week? You know, this week of game announcements? And how many of them, and again, I'm not saying that they're never gonna come to Switch 2. I'm saying how many of them were announced for Switch 2? Honestly, I feel like we've seen like, I'm gonna be generous and say maybe, what, 10 games? If that. And I'm just saying, based off Switch 1's success, it should have been way higher on Switch 2 already. And by that, I mean, these people want to bring their games to the console. Them development kits, man, they had to get them out. Hopefully in 2020, by the end of 2026, everybody who wants a development kit can get one. So that by the time that year is over and everything announced that year, you're seeing everything also being announced for Switch 2 also. Because that's the way it should be, because the previous console sold 150 mil. Some people might argue with me and say, nah, it shouldn't be like that. It would look like Flounder. Ugly ass Flounder. No, they'll say, oh, it shouldn't be like that because, you know, it's not as capable as the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. I mean, that's not an excuse, bro. Most of these games, you know damn well, they run on Switch too. That'll be an excuse, you know, in a year or two when you got a new Xbox or whatever. And that shit won't be an excuse then either. Because let's keep it real. Like, how many of these consoles, they never cut off PlayStation 4 and Xbox One fully. What makes you think they're going to cut off Series X, PlayStation 5 Pro? Come on.
You just saw the Berlin apartment, which tells different stories.
There's a
set
lot of
within the
games.
same
The Last
space.
Caretaker.
Norse Oath of Blood, which is a violent tale of
Fellowship.
vengeance, and the deep and darkly decadent Netherworld. You can wish list these games and every other game you've seen so far, and in the rest of the
What?
showcase.
How the hell you say
over
that?
to the Future Games Show Steam page right now.
Jules, everyone's wish list is going to be the size of Everest.
This dude climbing
At
the
end of
wall.
showcase. Think of the wish lists. Anyway, speaking of Everest, we have our climbing-centric game Cairn coming up next, because the developers would like to share a brand new mode with you.
And probably those guys too.
Yeah, why not?
Comic Crunch said, yep, and next year, you said you'll jump on, Dark Sun? Cool. Comic Crunch said, yeah, next year show we should see. Yeah, like, you got to give it time, you know what I mean? You can't, oh yeah, we've been seeing this for a minute. I want to try this game. This one is more intricate than something like Jusant though, the way you climb. But still, I enjoyed Jusant so much. I was like, yo, I want another game where I'm just climbing up to the top of something. So this was the next one we saw. And then we saw another one recently that was like a multiplayer one, which looked really cool. Or like the big head dudes. Free solo. No road. One life. Deadly. He's working out of abs. Deadly. One life. Free solo mode. There's a demo now. There's a couple demos I gotta try.
Is rough enough to cut beef with. That is exactly the type of game that I'm excited by. And if you too like the look of Ken, then you can try out the game now because there's a demo out right
I actually downloaded a demo on Xbox earlier today. Not today, yesterday. And I was like, I just want to see what this is. I don't even remember what it is.
But while he digests that, why don't you digest this upcoming powerhouse that is known as Metal Eden?
Jules, phone an ambulance. Quick!
Establishing connection. Core Ripper active. Hyper unit is mission go. Give him hell, Hyper.
Hyper unit. Whoa. This looks sick. Shut down.
Sorry about the neighbor. There's always trouble with them.
Like it's weird because it kind of looks like Doom in its color palette, 2016 in particular. I know how much I love me some Doom, so I'm just liking the way this feels. But it also looks like that what was that game called? Shadow Runner or something like that. I think it's getting the part 2. It has that kind of vibe to it. Oh, you morph ball in this? Sick. It looks unique. That's some Matrix vibes right here. Metal Eden, which is now September 2nd.
Blimey, it is quite big, actually, isn't
Yeah,
it?
there just be games coming out of nowhere. Like, yo, that's like days from now.
2nd of September.
Man, I absolutely love Cologne. The people are amazing. The city is jaw-dropping, and oh, can you smell that?
Oh, yes, that is the scent of the 10
Hope in the City, The Last Caretaker Fellowship. Then we got the Militianer. I don't know how you say that. Militianer? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that word in my life.
The city of Shenyang. It's beautiful, and I've always felt safe here. But that's all about to change.
Lofty sky.
I'm home. Mom? Dad? Anyone here? What happened? I need to find my parents. People here are scared and don't want to get involved.
So it's like a point and click adventure.
But at least some are willing to talk.
Shit like Sega Saturn graphics. Original Virtua Fighter. Tekken and shit like that.
Darkest secrets.
But actually, like, you know, but as an art style, like, that's what they're going for, but like really nice.
That was the wonderful and intriguing Hope in the City with its very...
You know, people always say, yo, why you never see games that harken back to like PlayStation 1 and 64? Like, I feel like we got a couple, you know, today. Okay, this is the keeper dude. Oh, you just a robot, gotta maintain everything? Oh, something spread in there. Damn.
the last caretaker, you incubate the last of the human species before firing them off into space to continue the human race. But what happened, and why have you been reactivated? Find out when the last caretaker drops later this year.
Up next, we're taking a look at Fellowship, a Moda-branded title that has all the dungeon crawling that you could ask for, but also has a few unique...
It's not the Fellowship of the Ring. It's just the Fellowship.
Action coming back for more.
We were lucky enough to have a chat with some of the developers over at Chief Rebel to find out all about Fellowship's secrets.
Ooh.
Adventures aren't for those who wait. They are for warriors.
Fellowship is a game that we've been wanting to make for a very long time, and we're calling it a MODA, multiplayer on.
Damn, there's a lot on the screen.
An amalgamation of genres.
Oh, you're pointing and clicking at those abilities. That's why. Oh, this is gonna be straight up PC then. For now, you know. Which I don't know why that is the case. I say if you make a game that's designed for keyboard and mouse, it still plays. Yo, you just need to plug in the keyboard and mouse into your PlayStation, your Xbox, your Switch, and that's how you play. Oh, you should have a way for me to play with my regular controller on the console. Yo, not every game is made for every controller. Sadly, it should be. I mean, in a perfect world, right? But then on the Switch, it's like, yeah, but you look, when you take it off screen, you could touch those little boxes, so you don't need the keyboard and mouse. So in that way, it works. You get what I mean? For handheld mode. I'm just speaking out loud, like thinking out loud.
So we want to eliminate all of that, and I think we're doing a.
Because that is what they're doing. They're clicking the buttons down there in order to do the fight, and that's a lot of damn buttons.
What players will want in the post-launch phase of the game, and I don't mean just in the.
There's 16 in those little boxes, and the 2 on the side, and the 4 on top. I don't know what the colors are. I think that's the health of each of your party members.
And already on Discord, we're having just some of the best conversations about what will be really important to Fellowship going forward.
It's cool. It's chibi-ish, the art style, but I like it. It's cool. And I like the shadows on everything. That's what makes it look beautiful. Not only the lighting of the world, but the way the shadows are actually like real time.
So we're really excited that in mid-September, so from September 18th to the 23rd, we're going to be having an open beta for Fellowship. The first time that we get as many players into the game as we possibly can. It's going to be really, really cool.
They're going to do an open beta.
No subscription, no leveling grind, no chores, and no reputation farming. Fellowship is our take on all the best parts of the MMOs, ARPGs, and MOBAs that we love.
Find your Fellowship this fall.
Work together or die alone. I'll tell you what, Fellowship is looking both super promising and super...
It does. It looks cool. Like, it really does. I just don't know how you transfer the 16 buttons to... And again, there's more than 16 boxes there. I'm just saying the main ones that you saw them clicking with all the moves is like...
Because what? And also, I'd likely wet myself out of fear.
How does that work?
So prep your pants because we're about to take a look at.
But don't trip. That developer is probably thinking about it way harder than I am. And they probably already figuring it out for like next year. They could be like, yo, we got it on console. Whoa. Whoa. I felt the immensity of that. Yo, what the fuck? This is mad freaky. Are you serious? Oh, so he can't see when it's in the eclipse? Oh, when he's sleeping? You do stupid shit like... Yo, this freaky, this game. They better put this game in the horror genre, because this shit is scary. I mean, let's in there. That was that game. It looks sick. Yo, he just there, yo. Damn, that's freaky. Tall Boys. And that's the name of the studio. That's crazy. That looked amazing, but I felt that. That was scary. That was scarier than Resident Evil. I ain't even gonna lie. Him just there, just above everything, like
here?
That was mad freaky.
I ask myself almost hourly, but it's also a question you'll be asking yourself in the signal stranded on Sirenis as you craft and scavenge your way to survival while trying to figure out why exactly you've been brought to this strange planet.
So why don't you take a look at this trailer while I show Nathan pictures of my cat?
That looked crazy. That left a lasting impression, I'll tell you that much.
Do you remember when we first met? You were weak, so I fed you. I nurtured you back to life.
Oh, you're building cities.
I gave you everything.
It's pretty though.
So you could grow stronger.
Kind of has like a little Borderlands-y type art style. Kind of.
About me. You unlocked
Obviously with the cell shading in their mix.
You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I thought you were
It's
lonely.
beautiful.
I invited your friends. You never needed them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's beautiful.
With each other, I'll keep you safe. You're mine now. You won't ever leave me. I'll make sure of that.
They made that art style come together because some of the textures on that wasn't the greatest things ever, but that whole thing looked beautiful. October 13th demo.
Coming soon to early access
Is it
on
demo?
Steam, so head over there and sign up now.
Now, we've all had technical issues with a piece of household technology.
Tell me, this show, they ain't playing. They got a lot of good stuff in this show. The last 2 days, we've seen a lot of great games.
Doing that and more because you'll be building weapons to take down giant robotic bosses that are made by other players.
And you'll also potentially be taking down some egg-headed presenters of the future game show.
That's right, I'm in this game. I cannot thank the developers enough for that. So yes, take a look at this next trailer and keep your eyes peeled for this eggy lad.
Are you serious? It's like if they decided to make Hi-Fi Rush into a different genre. She looks so beautiful though. Like damn, that's a pleasing game to look at. Man, it's like Mighty Switch Force. They're like way more updated. He had the Dr. Evil laugh. Look, you got a goddamn gumball machine that you get into? She got an arm like Samus. Mad different abilities. And there's a demo right now.
Coming soon to Steam, so get it on your wish list or we'll...
Yeah, I gotta try that demo.
Now, we'd just like to take a moment to commemorate the Roman Empire.
God rest its soul.
Now, you know who could have made a better empire than that? You.
In Anno 117 Pax Romana, the genre-defining builder franchise returns with its most ambitious installment yet, letting you build the perfect city at the height of the Roman Empire.
And we were lucky enough to sit down with one of the developers behind this new installment.
I'm so happy Little Nightmares 3 is up there with Resident Evil, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Indiana Jones is up there. What's that? That was that Battlefield? I think 6 next. Whatever. Like it was up there with them, yo. Little Nightmares. That's awesome. Cause I love that game. Like I love that IP. And I hope they just keep building on it and keep making more. Every single one has delivered. He just said delivered. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
And we are a benchmark when it comes to the visuals, so you can really test your rig with the game. We are going to release a PC feature trailer showcasing all the incredible tech we have in the game, talking about ray traced reflections, ambient occlusion, and much more. So check it out.
I'm telling you, this game was stunning, and they're gonna release a trailer just focused on the beauty of the game, as they should, because they made something gorgeous. Immediately when I saw it, I was like, "Yo, I see what you're doing. Like, this is insane." PCs are gonna struggle to run this game. Watch.
And here, you get in contact with the locals, and it's up to you to decide if you follow local traditions or Roman ambitions. I love the moment when people at some point just zoom out a bit and admire their creation. The game is beautiful, and it's even better if you activate the day and night cycle with all its incredible light effects.
Wow.
Seeing how proud people are of what they built is a real highlight for me. If you want to experience Anno 117 Pax Romana yourself, make sure to check out our downloadable demo, which we will drop on September 2nd. Anno 117 Pax Romana.
It's gorgeous, this game, like.
On PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X. And you can wishlist and pre-order the game right now on Steam, Ubisoft Connect, and the Epic Game Store. Thanks for watching.
You see, I'm gonna be honest. This is something that I might actually get Ubisoft Plus one day just to try, just to see if I click with that kind of game. Cause visually and everything, I really like what it is. Like, I'm really liking it. I'm like, I just don't know if I'm gonna sit there and want to, you know, play the game the whole time. But seeing it in the subscription service, right, like Ubisoft Plus, like, yeah, why not? I'll subscribe for a day. I mean, for a week or whatever, you know, and give it a fair shake.
Because this is the Killing Stone.
World premiere.
Once in my homeland, played by mine ancient countrymen, there was a game. Two wrestlers squared off over a stone of a special name, Fangella.
See, my brain, you know, immediately where it went when I saw this game. Because it looks fun. It looks cool. It reminds me of the little mini game that I be playing in Sea of Stars.
I'll be killing time until I can get my hands on the Killing
Um,
Stone. It looks great. It looks absolutely amazing.
I thought of the AR cards that came with the 3DS and how that game could have been played in the real world, and it's still cool. I said cool. It's still cool. It still could, honestly, because like all our phones have the ability to do that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like most of them do, I think. So even if they didn't, it wouldn't be hard to do, I'm sure. So it would be cool if that game had like, yeah, you could play it actually on the go, the actual game, and all, and the board and everything is basically wherever you put it. It's a gimmicky thing, but still, I still remember that technology, you know, and I can see how something like that would have been cool. Tomorrowhead Studio. It's sad that I gave up ever seeing, you know, Play Dead ever pop up. Like, I literally gave up on that. Remember, I used to always come to these shows and be like, yo, we might see Play Dead new. I told you, like, if it ever happens, it'll happen. But I never, like look for it. I just thought of it right now because I never thought of it once this whole weekend. Until right now, the fact that, like, oh, look, I've actually been doing good. Almost, right? Almost went the whole day. A whole damn week of video game announcements without mentioning Play Dead. But nah, like, I was like, yeah, I told you when I gave up too, I was like, yeah, at this point, it's a wrap with that. If it ever happened, it happened. But I got things like Little Nightmares, things like Dead Boy. Like, I got too many cool games that are of that ilk. The game I can't remember the name of right now, the Time game, going forward and backwards, that game look amazing. Like, those are the ones at my top of the list. At the top of my list when it comes to that genre of game. Oh man, he said they play AR games in the Lost Woods. The Lost Woods, for those of y'all who don't get the joke, that's where all the stuff that we say isn't dead Nintendo IPs, they can always come back. But right now they just trapped in the Lost Woods and they searching around. That was my whole thing that I had talked about on the podcast. Like, I think it was like a year ago. I did a whole thing. Like, I just went off on it. Like, I don't need no more games going to the Lost Woods, you know? And I'm sure that was stemmed off of, like, Prime 4 or something like that. Yo, what's that girl with the hats?
Up next, let's take a look at a video game that lets you play
Unmourned, Dark Hours, Town Zaz? That looks awesome too. They kind of both got the same pose, the sword up in the air, green sword, purple axe. Yeah, let's get to that. Okay, so this is that Sun game, man. Okay. I've been on here for like 2 hours. I'm gonna take this as a quick second to take a leak.
Jules, could you name me your 3 favourite things?
Firefighting, cooking, and heists involving demonic entities.
Well, I mean, you are gonna love these next 3 trailers.
Oh, really?
Did you read my script?
No, I can't read.
Oh, yeah.
We have a confirmed fire outbreak.
We got reports of a grease fire and an oil spill all over the top floor that's leaking down through the ceiling.
Firefighting Simulator. Ignite. United against fire. Pre-order now on PC and consoles. Launches September 9th.
Welcome to the town of Zaz, a cozy village tucked away in the dense jungle. Known for its delicious food, Zaz is a must-visit during any vacation. And here's Ito, a fierce warrior from Zaz, who's just returned home. But the fighter's work is never done. Good work, Ito. Zaz is full of life. Explore the local shops, join vibrant festivals, and indulge in the finest home-cooked meals around. Let's take a look at some of the town's signature dishes. Iguano sandwich? Delicious. The best meals deserve the best ingredients.
Yeah, I gotta throw this back. I want to see what this is. This is one of the ones on the list, the one with the green sword, right? Hold up. Damn, that looks pretty real. Yo, that's sick. Obviously, animation can use work, but I think that they captured it all perfectly. Yo, these simulator games have gotten so crazy.
Firefighting Simulator. Ignite.
I knew it was a simulator game. That's crazy.
Order now on PC and consoles. Launches September 9th.
Oh, they got the voice got launches September 9th.
The town of Zaz, a cozy village tucked away in the dense jungle. Known for its
wow.
delicious food, Zaz is a must-visit during any vacation. And here's Ito, a fierce warrior from Zaz, who's just returned home. But the fighter's work
I'm liking what I'm seeing. This looks like you're playing the cartoon for real too.
Explore the local shops, join vibrant festivals, and indulge in the finest home-cooked meals around.
Why this feels like this could actually be like a 3D Zelda style game?
Sandwich? Delicious. The best meals deserve the best ingredients. And there's Ito again. He can farm and cook. What a talented little Poco. Nightlife is booming in Zaz.
Yeah, some cooking mama in there. Overcooked in there. Man, this got like a beautiful Joe vibe for it. Like, even though it's not a 2D game.
And family is all that matters. Hope you brought your appetite. Town of Zaz. Coming soon.
Okay, that's coming to everything. And by the way, when I see Switch 1, I just assume, yeah, it'll be, you know, up-res for Switch 2 eventually. So I would say those counts. Oh. Is it like Among Us? Oh, hell no. That thing is already out? Or wait, it's at 1.0. What the hell is this ugly? Yo, that's the Kirby of their universe.
That was Firefighting Simulator Ignite, Town of Zoz, and Dark Hours. All of these video games and more you can wishlist by going over to the Steam.
Let me tell you, they killing it right now with the locations. Like, this is amazing. They doing their thing. I'm like, shit, the main show could have been like this. I would have been fine with it.
Well, luckily for you, there is a new horror
Call of the Elder Gods.
Center stage, and that is Unmourned.
Jump Space. Like jump ship, jump space.
And the strongest bowels.
Happy Castaway.
Here's a taste of what horrors await.
Okay, I'm excited for this whole last row. I don't know about this one. This one's scary. This one's scary. I can feel it already. Yup. The cover looked mad scary. The key art for the game. Video games, man. It's a lot of bullshit in this industry. Damn, do I love me some video games. Jesus. And you kicked it. So I guess you're not the helper. Don't turn around. That didn't scare me, but that shit was scary though. Damn, demo available now. I'm definitely not gonna download that shit.
Now, the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever is perhaps the most unique game you will ever play.
Yeah, it really is, because you're playing through the final hours of a game that doesn't exist. So you've got to use a digital manual, some archival footage, and even the director's non-existent commentary in order to solve a dark mystery.
You know, I would just love to know when I can get my hands on the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
You, Nathan Byrne, would like to know when you could get your hands on the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
Jules Gill, I'm telling you that I would like to know the release date of the video game whose title is the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
Well, you should watch this next trailer, which happens to feature a release date for the remake of the end of the greatest RPG ever.
I ain't gonna remember that. I mean, I'm never gonna forget that damn game, man. The end of the greatest RPG ever. It's a good game though, because people always used to talk about back in the day, oh my god, the end of that RPG, the end of that, no, the end of this RPG, which one had the better ending? Which one had the better fight? Oh, Sephiroth fight. Like, it was always, you know, that was the conversation. So I know why this game's name exists. I get it, I was there.
What is the greatest RPG of all time?
Right there, stop.
You gonna say Chrono Trigger?
No Circle Soft lawyers around, and we thought, what if we just did it?
That's just said in-game cutscene footage, and it was them in real life. They crazy. They crazy. November 12th, 2025. I hope this game does well for them, man. For real. They look like they're having a good time.
RPG ever is coming to PC and Mac on November 12th. November 12th of this very current year that we're living in, 2025.
Oh, thank you very much for that. Now, do you know that there are two animals that I would love to see go off on a whimsical adventure together? Can you guess what they are?
A hyena and a tarantula?
No.
An octopus and a fox?
No.
A pig and a bird?
A llama?
No, but that would be pretty cool, actually.
How about a capybara? And a crow.
Yes, that is exactly it. And we sat down with the devs behind this whimsical new adventure game to talk to them more about their upcoming title. How did you guess that?
Just read it in the script.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote that one.
Okay.
I'm Saffron Aurora. I'm the creative director at Kid and Cup Studio. We're currently working on our new cozy adventure.
I thought it was a pig in the picture,
So after
in the
a
little
really
picture before it
devastating flood,
aired.
you play as an adorable capybara and a chatty crow who form an unlikely friendship in hopes of finding their way home. So they both have their own unique abilities and personalities, and it's a story-driven adventure with puzzly elements. The whole game takes place on a mysterious island based off of an amalgamation of the Toronto Islands and various locations. I love my city. I love talking about Toronto and the stories inspired, and I think it's just neat to showcase, where we're from. Everything about Cappy is informed by play, sort of how we're developing it. And we also encourage players to be curious to see how the game reacts, because your action...
The lizard and the bat and the bear and the bird. What games could those be?
Put on hats. You can also stack your hats. And you can also put on almost anything as a hat. It's such a simple mechanic. It was one of the earliest things when we were playtesting that we're like, oh man, I wish I could put this thing on my head. And it was immediately like, yep, that's fun.
There you go. That was the payoff for David Hayter and the whole box thing.
Because we're working with Mark Sperling, who's a good friend of mine, and he did the soundtrack for...
It wasn't, Metal
Game. He
Game.
likes Untitled Goose Game. He'll enjoy the playfulness of being a capybara. We also have a dedicated caw and squeak button. Cappies have a interesting sound. I am excited to share that we are currently working on it so that you can play Cappy Castaway with a friend. With the way that, you can currently play Cappy, you control both.
That's
Cappy
cool,
and
local
Corby,
co-op.
But we want to make it so that maybe someone else can fly Corby while you play as Cappy, or vice versa.
Oh, flew him out of the
Castaway
water.
is set to release on PC in 2026. You can play the demo now and wishlist us on Steam.
I mean, if it's online too, that'll be even bigger for the game, but
It is so damn cute.
Now, when I first saw our
you
next
can work your way
game,
to that.
Catanot,
You can always do 2.0
blends cosmic horror
and then launch on console. Bam, there you
I
go.
only had one question.
Was that question, when could you get your grubby little fingers on it?
Oh, you bet it was.
Well, you better watch this trailer.
Nowadays you use one video game and it could be a journey. It's like, yeah, the launch date doesn't mean nothing. I mean, and that doesn't mean nothing, but it doesn't mean everything. Oh shit. Uh-oh. If it plays like Katana Zero, I'm in. I love that game. Beating that game was an experience, I'll just say that. But this also reminds me of Carrion, which was another experience, man. I love playing that game. Damn. This is just showing all the abilities you have. Wait, we saw this game before. We definitely saw this game before. Yo. 109. That comes out this year.
That's right, you can play Catanot when it launches on the 10th.
I'm gonna be honest, there's so many good-looking games coming out on PC this year that are just coming out on PC. I know that's always the case, but damn.
Video game Call of the Sea.
And 5 years on, Out of the Blue Studios have decided that they're making a sequel, Call of the Elder Gods.
Now, if a Lovecraftian, narrative-driven...
I have to pick up a couple of these games now. Before I used to be like, I'll wait for it to come to a console or da-da-da. I'm like, it's all right. The console is coming to PC basically, or the PC coming to console. However you want to put it, you're going to be able to access your shit on the console anyway, so it don't matter really where you buy when it comes to Steam, Xbox, or whatever. Why does it look like The Curious Case, but in 3D?
The story of their courage and cunning, and how, in the face of a terrible
The Benedict Fox.
they found the strength to work together. The story of a civilization long lost to time. And those who sought secrets beyond the human mind.
Call of the Elder Gods. Hey, there you go. Finally, she switched too.
Call of the Elder Gods, they are going straight onto my wish list, because there's nothing I love more than a good puzzle and some Lovecraftian horrors that send me to the other side of sanity.
Now, unfortunately, we're coming to a close at our time here at Live from Gamescom, but do not worry, my friends.
Oh yes, because we have got
Damn, it's coming to a close.
Yes, indeed.
Look at that. It took all the way to the end of the damn show to see that logo.
Coming viral sensation set in space.
But that's gonna get better. Like I said, I ain't worried about it. It's about to begin. Whoa. 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 Go Power Rangers. Come on now, this looks sick. If that's you and three of your buddies literally running around doing all this shit, yeah, just release already at this point. Like, and this look. Oh, this is the. Early access September 19th. Yeah, Jump Space.
That was Jump Space, come to PC and Xbox in early access on September 19th.
Yeah, I definitely want to play that.
The end of our
That looked incredible.
From Gamescom show, but do not worry, my friends.
Oh yes, you'll be seeing these two stupid faces again on Sunday, because we're back for FGS Best of Gamescom, where we're going to make you feel like you've been to Gamescom.
We're going to show you some hands-on time that we've had with some highly anticipated AAA titles. We're going to be speaking to developers and industry legends, and of course there's a few secrets and surprises in there as well, so make sure you tune in on Sunday.
I hope that on that show they can show Kirby, because that's on the show floor and that's the recap of Gamescom show. You know what I'm saying? So they can show gameplay of Kirby, like they said they're gonna show for AAA games. So they talking about stuff like games that are playable there right now that are AAA. Kirby should be a part of that and all that. So yeah, bro, they did their thing. They did their thing today. That's all I gotta say. I feel like they put on an absolutely incredible show. If not one of their best ever. Like, that was really well done. Like, really well done. That's crazy. Man. What y'all thought of that show? He said that one logo. I mean, what can they do that if that's the only thing they really mainly cover? That's all that they're gonna be able to talk about. It's gonna be slim pickings out here for a little while. Oh no, yeah, the Kirby gameplay. I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch the whole thing yet, but I saw him do most of the tutorial stuff. I like the way it lets you do it, like, you know, slow, and then it lets you do it like just in regular gameplay. I thought the tutorial was well done, but I was watching that right before it started, so I was like, because it went up right around that time, so I said, yeah, I ain't have time to watch the whole thing, but I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. It was a good show though, overall, if you ask me. Oh yeah, the gameplay you're seeing right now is from Alien Fire Team. Whatever. Fire Team? Oh, what? Why do I always not remember the name of this damn game? Whatever. I'll tell you right now. Because I did the same thing yesterday, and I don't know why I did that. Because it's like, dude, you should know the name of this goddamn game. You've been playing it for hours. It's becoming damn near like Spotify with me, where it's like I could tell you, yeah, I listen to this album. You tell me, oh, name a song. I don't know the names. I just listen to it. I'm not sitting there looking at. It's not like when you used to look at the booklets. That's all you had, that one album back in the day. You just sat on it. Like, I'm throwing songs to the playlist, never looking at the name of the song again. Even if I knew the name of the song at one point, I damn sure don't remember the name of it now. Oh yeah, it is Fireteam Elite. Then what's the name of that RTS one I was playing, the other Alien game? I don't know. I always think I'm mixing it up with that. But yeah, it is Fireteam Elite. Let me see. And this game is fun, man. I don't know if you played this game yet, Darkside. And this is me just playing with randoms, and I just be having a good time with it right now. I'm on each level is basically like 3 chapters. I'm on the 3rd level on the last chapter of that one. So for those of you who play, y'all basically know around where I'm at now. I'm just checking to see real quick now too if there's any other announcements that wasn't from this show, maybe from something else. So you just let it play most of the time, don't look. Just background noise. I wanna remember the name of that damn game. The one with the time travel. Wild Blue, the Star Fox like game. Incredible. Incredible, incredible. From the little that they showed, it looked like it wasn't trying to be 64. It wasn't trying to be the original. It was its own beautiful, very dense looking art style. I like the way it looked a lot. Oh yeah, and the name of the game is Recur. That's the game that I was saying is, probably like my game of show. I thought it was super creative, that game. But it's hard to say. There was a lot of good games there. Darren Boy continues to look incredible. And if you're talking about a game that was featured, the one that I want to play the most, it's still that one. So that's technically my game of show. But then they'll go Recur. But there's a lot of good stuff. And then from Recur, I would have to give it to the Star Fox, like Wild Blue. It was a lot of crazy games though. Because I'm looking at the actual list of games right now, and it was just crazy. What was the Delivery Girl? The Delivery Girl game. Windstorm, The Legend of Kimori. That game looks awesome. Like awesome, awesome. Tywin the Guardians, that game looked incredible. It's so many, it's so many. Halloween. I'm excited to see what that actually ends up being. Even that God Save Birmingham, that zombie game with the physics, I could see that game, becoming super popular just because of how it is. The Berlin apartment, That game looked crazy beautiful, crazy creative. The climbing game, Karen, that looked incredible. We've been seeing that one for a while now. It's been a lot of games. Oh yeah, the Fellowship game looked great. The Militioner, whatever it's called, I think that's the way you say that word, with the giant man above. That game looked crazy scary. It just looks super scary. Robo Frenzy looked amazing. That's the one with that. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. Like it's hard to say, oh, animated style, because even if you look at Town of Zaz, that game, again, a beautiful, amazing art style. It was so many of those. Overall, I feel like Future Game Show did its thing. I feel like there was probably more there that I was into and interested in playing overall than even opening night live. Like there's literally, because there was literally games that like Darren Boy I'm gonna play for sure. You know, things like Little Nightmares, that's guaranteed. You know what I mean? And that's, but there was just a lot of good stuff, like a lot. Because they had Pragmata on this show, seeing that game again, even though we've seen them before, still, it ain't out. You know what I'm saying? So seeing it again is always cool. And that was one of the coolest showings of the game, really, getting to see it highlighted like that. But yeah, having like a Star Fight game. What was the Pokemon game? I gotta find the name of that one. Because that game, yeah, that game had I feel like it had a good showing. Oh yeah, Hotel Barcelona looked great. That was with the, very like rock style. The game where the dude was talking about it and saying how it isn't like a From Software game. That game looked good too. I can't find the Pokemon game right now. You know it's funny when you're calling it a Pokemon game. Where is that game? Oh yeah, that 13Z, the Zodiac Trials look good. I'm trying to find that damn game. Is it discounting? Let me see. No, it's not. I can't find it, but that game also look cool. And I know that game's gonna get a lot of shit just because it looks like Pokemon. But like Tower and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree, that's just a game that it just felt like, yeah, that's something I would definitely play. Oh yeah, Cereal World, that's what it was called. Cereal World? I don't know how you say. Anyway, that game. That game looked really good. For what it was going for, from an indie developer on top of that. Come on now. Witch Spire was all CGI, but what they did show of the CGI, did look intriguing. Oh, yeah, it was Caden, right? Caden, yeah, that's the game. Oh, no, Caden ain't the game. I'm lying. It was. I'm looking for the game from the dude who was like, yo, it ain't like a, from software game, whatever. It don't matter. The point is, it was a overall really good show with a lot of video games. If you like video games, I don't see how you can say that that was a bad show. But I think I'm about to wrap this thing up, man. I've been streaming now for about 3 hours, and I'm kind of starving. So it's about that time. And it's still more like Xbox. They did their show today. While yeah, it's a lot of conversations with developers and things like that. They do show a lot of gameplay. Like the Invincible section I watched today was really good. So you can check that out. Usually, listen. It's a 4-hour stream, so just skim through it. By now, they maybe even put chapters, so you will be able to jump through it like that. But there was, a gameplay, a lot of stuff in there. Keeper was in there. They actually had Tim Schafer on there talking and all that. So you can check that out tomorrow. They're gonna do it again. It's more like it's like what I've always said about it every year. It's like Treehouse Live. The only difference is 90% of the time, Treehouse Live, they're not just yapping. They're yapping while they playing. You know what I mean? So we're watching gameplay as they talking. And then they got their supporting cast of whoever's playing. They alternate too with the controller. So then it's like, yeah, because it's hard to talk and play at the same time. So it's like two people having the conversation around the one person who's playing, which gives Treehouse Live, to me, the more cohesive, perfect vibe for a show like that, because it isn't a presentation like with Future Game Show. It's two people just saying, "Oh, on to the next game, on to the next game," doing little skits in between, or even the two guys after the main host. You know what I mean? Like what they did. It's not that. It's let's talk about the games. The thing is, a lot of the times these games aren't in the playable state, but they're having these conversations, doing what Treehouse Live is, without actually doing a major part of what it is, which is actually playing the games. So when they do actually show gameplay and they're talking about it, that's when the actual show is playing the best, when it's actually a game show showing the games and not just people sitting there talking, almost like the pre-shows to a wrestling pay-per-view or something like that, where they, sitting there talking about the thing, and then it cuts away for 2 seconds to show you the highlights of what's been going on the weekly show, and then they go right back to talking. That's what that is, the pre-show. And then eventually the pre-show goes, okay, yeah, but we all a wrestling show, so now let's put some matches in the pre-show. So they'll do that, and then it's like, yeah, now you're getting the meat and potatoes of it all, as they say. But with the Xbox shows, it's like a pre-show more than it is Treehouse Live, which I wish they could fix that. I don't know how they would fix that, but I mean, the answer is games in the playable state. There's a lot of demos that they have. I don't see why they don't have those people come up who have games playable. And it's like, I mean, I understand why. It's like, are those the games that people are going to want to see? You know what I'm saying? Are they going to sit here and watch for that? Us sit there and play whatever game, this thing, that, whatever, fighter simulator, whatever. And I'm not just picking that. I'm like, there's an audience for that game, but is it for everyone? That's the conversation. It's not like Treehouse Live, where it's like Treehouse Live, they're gonna lead where it's like, okay, we just revealed this game named Splatoon, and alongside that, we reveal these other big Nintendo game IPs. So then you watch Treehouse Live, and it's like they're playing a lot of Splatoon matches in between, and then they cut into the other big games from that show that you wanted to actually see played, whether it was a Zelda, whatever. That at the time, that's what makes it work. You know what I mean? And with the Xbox shows, they just don't usually go like that. But it's a show where they are showing video games. They are talking about video games. It isn't, god awful. It's they're doing the best they could do under the circumstances of the way the industry works, where a lot of these games just don't be ready to be playable and shown off. That's nobody's fault. That's not Xbox's fault. That's not the people who make the show fault. That's not the developer's fault. That's just the way the cookie crumbled. You know what I mean? and it's not easy to do. It's not perfect to do. You know what I mean? And this is why Nintendo does it one time a year, basically, for the most part. Or they'll do it tied to something that they got coming out. Like, I 100% expect there to be a Treehouse Live, you know, for Kirby, where they're just going to sit there and just go and play Kirby for 4 or 5 hours. You know what I mean? And people be like, oh, a Treehouse Live just for this? Why? Because it's the whole point of Treehouse Live. That's literally the perfect game for Treehouse Live. Like, if they didn't do it, it would be weird. I would honestly think, I guess Treehouse Live is dead and they're not doing it. No, because it's like, yo, you got a Kirby game with, like, it's feature feel rich, you know what I mean? Where you can literally break it up each hour and play a different segment of the game and all of that. You know, like, I would go even as far as you could have the people go to Japan and literally play the game for 5 hours with Sakurai and him talk about the game and all that. 5 hours is crazy. But, you know, I mean, I could see something along those lines. Maybe not. Maybe Sakurai be like, listen, man, I'm a game. You asking me to play my shit for long against a bunch of scrubs. Let's go. You know, nah, hopefully the Nintendo people will have already played it for like a week or two before that, you know, a month or something, and then it could be an actual fair fight. It'd be great to see that too. But you see what I mean? Like that writes itself. But that's a whole different thing. And again, I'm just talking, you know. And now I'm not talking because I'm done. And that's going to do it for this episode of the Recipe Entertainment Podcast, reacting live to the Future Game Show from Gamescom 2025. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. And if you didn't, oh well. I did. I enjoyed doing the stream. I enjoyed the content of the stream. So yeah, shout out to the Future Game Show and them doing what they do. Awesome that they do it, you know what I mean? Like, I've said it in a 1,000 times, I'll say it again. We may not have E3, but I feel like what we do got is better because all year round, I'm reacting to stuff and we watching and seeing brand new games be released. And if you like video games, there's no way you're going to complain about that. So yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Until the next one. Peace. Oh, wait. Hold on. This gameplay, do I even win this? I don't think I do. Let me jump ahead. Oh, no, I did win. Okay. Because I know I did play it twice. Oh, yeah, and that's what I was going to say. It just ended right here. I was like, yo, I guess we did what we had to do. We just had to survive long enough after doing everything it asked us to do. But we still had Xenos right in front of us. But, yeah, that was a W. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.